Yo, what is going on, everybody? We were having some slight technical difficulties, but we are here now, and that's what fucking matters.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Sorry about that. I bought a new microphone, but it's working, but only one microphone at a time works. So we're gonna have to figure that out later.
So, not this podcast, but the next podcast, y'all will hear Hyper's beautiful, crisp voice, but not this time, unfortunately.
Oh well.
But we'll get that figured out. We have some people joining us right now. We got Star Wars Collective. What is up, dude? Would like to congratulate you on 250 subscribers. That is awesome, man. He's gonna be doing
That is awesome.
He's gonna be doing a live stream this coming Thursday, Hyper, around like 8:00. I think he's doing a little figure giveaway. So good.
I will be there. I will see you there, sir.
Hell yeah, man.
Absolutely. Brian, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude? Yes, sir. Thank you. Hal Runner, let's go. Thank you for coming. Yeah, got Doug in chat. What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, Doug, how's it going, man? Connor, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Connor just got a little something in the mail today.
Uh-oh.
He just got a little... Oh, shit.
Y'all doing some pin trading?
We did a little pin trading. That was pretty good.
Awesome,
that was pretty good.
Great.
So I went down to the Lizzie Borden house, the Axe Murder house, and I did a tour, and I always hit the gift shop when I go there, and I bought all kinds of random nonsense, and we're going to be doing some giveaways here pretty soon with the with some authentic Lizzie Borden Murder House merchandise, among other things. So hey,
oh shit,
you know, right?
Hell yeah!
So Connor was the first recipient of a little Lizzie Borden souvenir today.
Very cool, man. Damn straight, awesome. Yeah, he hit me up on Insta and told me he was going to be sending me and you some stuff. I was like, man, that's not necessary, but I'm super excited and thankful for sure.
I know. Please. That was very kind of you. I didn't expect that, but it's fun to send people things sometimes just to sort of get a rise out of them. You know,
damn straight, man. Hell yeah. It's the gesture that counts. But y'all, we have a lot to talk about. Me and Hyper have been going at it over text and audio message for the past fucking 4 days, dude. Like, so much has been going on. We got a lot of Black Series news and rumors to cover tonight, and I'm super excited. We got to see our first look at Phase 1 Rex and Anakin. We got a lot of other figures coming from Rebels and Ahsoka. Got some OT figures that are rumored to come out. So there's a lot to talk about, man. I actually have a list. I sent the list to Hyper. It's like 14 different figures that are rumored to be coming out. It's insane, man.
Yeah. Some of it I'm really excited about. Some of it, I'm a little bit. There's, you know, just if we can just touch upon the Anakin figure for a minute. Can we go there for a second?
Sure can, man. Spit, man. You have the floor.
Stone and I were talking, like he said, for the last 4 or 5 nights about it, or ever since they really started releasing the picks. And I feel like in one way we took a little half step forward, and then we took like 18 steps back with this figure, because we still have the old figure Buck with the pins. We have photoreal face, but somehow they made it look just like Corey Feldman. I don't even know how that happened, but it looks like Corey Feldman.
That's rough.
I saw the up close pics of it, and I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't look like Anakin to me. What am I missing? And then the soft goods, I don't know. There's something about, you're right, Stone. I'm not a fan of it. I just feel like, you know, we kind of were all waiting for an updated version of this figure, and this feels like when you rent out that shitty apartment and all they did was like put a new coat of paint in the bathroom, and everything else still is like the same old shitty apartment, you know.
There's like bugs in the fresh paint and shit.
Exactly.
On the wall.
The roller
special. That's right.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we got the roller lint special.
So, dude, we've talked about Anakin, man. It's cool that they're getting the main fucking character of Star Wars out again. Like, this is a character that should be readily available. But that being said, I'm not against soft goods, man. Like, I actually dig soft goods, but the hard plastic looks so much better. And the one thing I will say is I actually think the face sculpt is decent. It's not perfect, but I can see Hayden in the face sculpt. The thing that looks weird to me, and that I've seen a couple other people point out, is a certain part of his costume on his chest plate. The way that it sits on the new figure, it looks like it's sitting high, like it's not down on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then the part of the costume where it comes down to a V from that dark blue to like that burgundy color. Like, I'm gonna grab this real quick. So this right here is the 2021 Target exclusive, and you can see the V going down the middle right here. But if you look on the new version, it's missing the V. The soft goods kind of like swallow all of it, and it's like just tucked in under the chest plate here. So what I think I'm gonna do, dude, I think I'm gonna pop the head off of the newer one and put it on this one, because the hard plastic for this just looks so much better, dude.
Yeah, that's a good call, man. That's a good call. You know,
we all know this face sculpt is not that great. Like a lot of people call it like Matt Serra, or like what's the other actors that he gets called? It doesn't look like Hayden Christensen, that's for damn sure. But why, Hyper? Why can they not? This is from Ahsoka. They have new media budgeting behind it. Why are they using this old ass fucking? These legs are from 2013 on the Revenge of the Sith Anakin. Like, why are we still getting the same ass legs and then the same arms from 2021? Anakin is a character that deserves a resculpt head to toe, man. Like, the main character of Star Wars, and y'all couldn't give us a new body head to toe. Y'all just threw a new face sculpt on there and then some soft goods. I just don't think
this is why. Yeah, I feel like I would if I were king for a day, I would ask of Hasbro to cut back on that stuff. Focus on quality rather than just quantity. And I feel like this Anakin figure is sort of a rushed mess. You know, they took a figure and kind of took an older figure that's like 5 years old and somehow made it worse by making it better. You know, the photo reel isn't enough for me. It's not enough. And I kind of feel like we've seen this now a couple of times with main characters, Luke and Anakin. That new farm boy Luke is a dog. That's a dog. That's an ugly looking sculpt. Like, I mean, the body's okay, but man, that face, that paint, is a doggy. That is ugly. At least my copy is, and I paid big money for it. You know, and this Anakin one, I'm like, I don't know. I don't need to be spending my money on stuff I don't like.
Yeah.
You know,
dude, all the ones that I've seen, this is one time where the promo pics actually look better than the actual figure. Like, the promo pics aren't great, mind you, of Luke, but like I've seen it in hand and it looks really bad in hand.
Yeah. Agreed. Exactly. Old ass legs.
Like,
what
dude,
the F?
It makes, dude, the main character of fucking Star Wars, man, and y'all are using like fucking 11-year-old legs. Like, give him a new sculpt, and he was in Ahsoka. Like, that gives it recognition for new media. Disney has already admitted, or Hasbro has admitted, from what I understand, that they have a higher budget from Lucasfilm or from Disney for a higher budget. That's why you see the Skeleton Crew figures, man. I was talking to you about this a couple of days ago. All those figures, there's paint on the accessories. The photo is good. They're covered in extra deco and paint and stuff like that. The Skeleton Crew figures are fire. They put all that work and effort into characters that we don't even really, they're a part of Star Wars lore now, but like before, dude, like let's focus on what started it and why we're here to begin with, man. That's the OG and the prequel trilogy.
Right. Like, and you and I were talking the other night about how, you know, you're going to give us an absolute top flight, super articulated, highly detailed Neil figure, but we're going to get the old, like from TireRack.com, you get the 3 times retreaded snow tire Anakin Skywalker.
What, you know, you're like what? You like pin figures in 2025, Hyper?
What's the so what?
You don't what you don't like pinned figures in 2025?
It makes me I was I froth at the mouth thinking about it. I do. I froth at the mouth. I have mouth like that white shit that accumulates on the side of your lips.
Just
because
rabbit.
you're so oh
Just
my
rabbit.
god,
Pisses me off, dude.
I can't stand it. Like, and I mean, like, you know, Neil didn't get pins, so right?
Yeah, dude. It's just. I'm excited for it. I did pre-order this. Don't let me get y'all's mind twisted. I did pre-order this. I pre-ordered him and Rex, which we'll talk about in a minute. But to me, I am bummed out about the soft goods. I really don't like it as much. And I mean, this version has soft goods too, but it's underneath the hard plastic. You know.
Yeah.
I don't hate soft goods. You know, I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to say. I just feel like hard plastic, as far as execution goes, hard plastic would have been the way to go.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Doug Smith. Absolutely garbage. Yes.
Yeah, and it's motherfucking Anakin, dude. Like they should have. This figure should have been a 10 out of 10. Whether or not you put him in the Galaxy packaging and you put him on the Revenge of the Sith card, or well, not the Clone Wars version, but you take Anakin and you put him in different packaging, people are gonna fucking buy that shit. Like, where's the logic?
And you and I think we already solved that Rubik's Cube last night. Because my position is, I think this is what they're going to do. I think they're going to give us a really awesome, brand new sculpt Anakin Skywalker for Revenge of the Sith in the mainline release. And then they're going to give us the old-ass, janky, photoreal 2016 Anakin on the Revenge of the Sith packaging.
Dude, I swear.
And right, with Pinhead Obi-Wan. They're going to do that. They're going to give us those old ass figures on the molten lava Revenge of the Sith cards. I can see it. I can feel it. We're all going to be so excited. Like, oh, that's such a great figure to put on the like
lava reflection.
Have a carded one, and then we're going to have Pinhead Larry on the friggin' card, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll get a decent Anakin, and he'll be a deluxe. He'll be a deluxe figure because he's going to come with like a hilt and an ignited lightsaber. They're going to call it a deluxe, and we're going to pay $40 for it.
You know? That's how they tend to do it. Hey, Troy, that's actually what we're talking about right now, man. We were just talking about the new Anakin, and like me and Hyper are a little bummed out that they're just using the 2021 Target exclusive body. Like, and then going back to Brian's comments, I can look past the soft goods. It's the fucking pins. Why couldn't they just go with the soft goods? Give us some new legs, man. Like, even the arms aren't like terrible. They're a little long to my liking.
Yeah.
Like, they were like way below his waist, dude. But it's not a bad figure. It's a good looking figure. It articulates well. But the soft goods is the least of my concern. I'm not favorite about it, but those pins is what really gets me. I'm with Brian on that. And Troy, me and Hyper were just talking pretty much the same. Everything that we're talking about now, just the main character of fucking Star Wars, and they couldn't even dedicate a new sculpt to him. It's bananas to me, man. It is. I don't think they're logic.
Dedicate butterfly joints to Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, dude. Like
12-year-old. Like I said, we're gonna get it on that. The Lobot chick from Skeleton Crew will have all the articulated, every friggin' articulated, 96 points of articulation.
Yeah.
with painted accessories. Watch, Anakin will have like an unpainted hilt. That'll be
dude. I would be so. They wouldn't dare. But who knows?
I don't know, man.
Hasbro. It's fucking Hasbro. But Troy, we were saying that I do agree. The face does look good. It's definitely an improvement, and it looks like Hayden. Like Hayden it's there in the sculpt. Could it be better? Yeah, but I think it's definitely better. Yep, most important. Yep, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy, dude. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Star Wars Collective said, but why wouldn't they use the new Revenge of the Sith sculpt for the new one and use both molds twice in the same year? Don't tell me they'll do pins in the. Dude, Jacob, I hope they don't, bro. I hope they don't. That would be some bullshit. That would be
we have example after example of Hasbro releasing a brand new clone trooper.
Yep.
Greatest clone trooper they ever made. And then in the same month, they'll release the older, completely obsolete clone in a double pack or a repaint or something like that. They do it all the time, and I really worry that we're going to have shitty old 14-year-old Anakin on the shelf again this year. I feel it coming because they're already showing signs of it with the new Clone Wars Anakin, and
yep.
So,
and we were just talking about this yesterday, I think, Hyper, like Stormtrooper, Vader, the Mandalorian, and Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. Those are characters that should always be on the shelves when you go into a Star Wars section of a store.
Stormtrooper, yeah, right.
Yep. And like, dude, that Anakin and Obi-Wan, those are figures that I would be fine if they overproduced. Like, that would be a smart one too. If there was any figure they could overproduce, those are the two figures to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Right.
So moving on from Anakin, because I think we've pretty much said everything we can say about that.
Right.
It's not. I'd give it as out of a 10, Hyper. I know you said you're not going to pick this up because you're satisfied with the Clone Wars version, but out of a 10, I would have to say like a 7. I was going to say 7.5, but I think that might be too nice. I would give it a good 7. So what would you rank Anakin out of 10?
The new Clone Wars Anakin, I would give him a flat out 3.5.
Damn, I hit you, dude.
Because it's really sort of, here we are all these years later. It's a downgrade from what is expected. A significant downgrade. I don't believe that the photo reel is enough to cover the re-release, and I think that the soft goods just look like hammered shit, and to me, I'm like, I'm not buying it. I already have the better version of that figure, and I don't need to spend $25 on a figure that I don't really like, or I already have.
Yeah, yeah, and that's so okay. Now going off that sentiment because of how you feel about Anakin, going on to Phase 1 Rex, you have the ultimately one of this Rex fucking is years old and is still argued to be one of people's favorite Black Series figures. So how do you feel about having this? Are you in for the Phase 1 Hyper?
So there's nothing wrong with that Rex. The Phase 1 Rex is a great character. I love him. I'm a huge Rex guy, but I'm going to pass on that one because to me, it's the version of Rex I like a lot less than that one that you're holding stoned.
Yeah.
So I think I've come to a point in my own collecting hobby, in my own collecting habits where, and I've got like Fives, Echo. I've got all the ARC Troopers. I've got them. I've got my ARC Trooper fix, I guess.
Yep.
And I've got the black and yellow Gaming Greats ones. I've got all the different ARCs. And so I think I'm all set with that one. It's a great figure. I would give it probably a 9 out of a 10 as far as execution.
Hell yeah.
But you hold that figure up again, man. That's just goodness. And I'm good with that one. That one is fine. That one stands the test of time, in my opinion. And I think moving forward, I'm going to look at every single release kind of like, can I live without it? Is it something that I'm going to regret not buying in a year? And I think I've got the Rex ARC thing covered for right now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I totally feel you, man. Doug said the two figures can't be more opposite.
Troy, come on, man.
So Doug is kind of on the same page as you, man. Rex looks awesome, and Anakin's just kind of a letdown, to be quite honest. But
yeah,
I pre-ordered both Anakin and the Phase 1 Rex. I went for the Phase 1 Rex just because I don't want to, a year from now, I don't want to have to pay scalper prices for the Phase 1 look because the Phase 1 look is badass. And I like that it's got a uniform look. The paint on it is like straight and it's a clean look, which I'm okay with. But had they done the blue chipped paint, I would have been a little aggravated. But it's got the clean look going on, the brand new off the assembly line, fresh, clean armor. The Phase 1 helmet is arguably better than the Phase 2. But that being said, this Rex, man, I actually really do like the Phase 2 helmet more than the Phase 1. And also, man, the soft goods comma. I'm just a really big fan. See, I'm contradicting now. I was just talking shit about soft goods. Now I'm praising it, but it's just a matter of execution and the character. And this is just one that I feel like it works well on. But I did see the promo pics, man, and the articulation. He can still. I seen one of the pictures. He can still kick his legs out pretty wide, even with that plastic comma. So,
I know we love you anyways, Brian. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, hey, me and Hyper are shows too, man. We get paid from Hasbro. We just don't tell nobody.
Right, exactly. It's rolling in here.
That's right. But ultimately, man, I'd give. It's on the 2023 buck. It's got the updated photo reel from what I understand. I think I'm with you. I'd have to give it an 8 or 9 out of 10. It looks really good. That photo reel is like a spitting image of Tamora Morrison. He's one of the better examples of photo reel in the line.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
And even on this 2018 Rex, man, the photo reel on this one is not bad at all.
Great. I thought it was great. Yeah.
And it's got pins. And guess what? It doesn't bother me because like it's just a good looking figure. It articulates well. But the new one being pinless, it's got the 2023 bucks. So
of course,
floating knee pads, bicep swivel, torso overlay. There's some upgrades that I'm curious to see. I pre-ordered it, so I'm excited to get it. But
no, I get it. I mean, like I said, it's an awesome figure in every category. It checks all the boxes. I just think that for my own personal collecting focus moving forward, I can live without it. But I'm also that same guy who, as soon as you walk down aisle 9 and I see it, it's in the cart and in the car before you know it, So, I mean, I'm probably just talking out of my whoop. That's it, but
it's different when you see it in person though, man. It's just something different. I don't know. You having it physically in front of you and being able to get it in your hands and kind of look at the different ones to see if there's paint variations or whatever. Did you see any of the vintage collection reveals, Hyper?
So I did, I did, and I think so. I'm the guy who ordered the deluxe vintage, the Cantina playset, the deluxe one.
That's right.
And so I'm trying to remember. I think there were 1 or 2 vintage collection Cantina figures that were just announced, but I'm going to try to focus on just the Cantina ones for the 4-inch line because that kind of goes with the theme of just spending all this money on this Cantina that I'm going to have to customize anyways because it doesn't come with a goddamn floor. But and we've been down that road a million times. But so the budget for 4-inch figures is very tight right now. I've been waiting for the official Cantina. So anything Cantina related, and somebody help me out. I think there was it Greedo? Did they re-release a Greedo vintage collection? Greedo?
I think so. Look, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did Greedo and the Tonica sisters.
Yeah, that's right. The Tonica sisters, right? Yeah.
I thought you could only get that with the Cantina, so I thought that was kind of cool that they were releasing that for other people as well. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. So anything that's Cantina related. I do plan on getting so when I display the Cantina, I'm going to kind of make it my own version of the Cantina. Of course, I'm an OT guy, so I want to do that. But I think I'd like to maybe get some of those vintage collection blurgs, put them out there. Like I've got a dewback. I kind of want to world build a little bit on the outside of it as much as the inside.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what I like to do with my dioramas and stuff is that type of thing. So I'm going to have fun with that. So I do plan on getting a couple of little blurgs and other things like that to sort of enhance it. But other than that, my 4-inch collecting is I probably only pick up 3 figures a year now. I've got hundreds and hundreds of 4-inch figures all now in little plastic cases. and I seldom ever display them, you know. And I've got like 150 carded 4-inch figures in star cases, and I just don't have any. I've sort of switched into the 6-inch line more now, so it doesn't do it for me like it used to, you know.
Yeah. But no, I hear you, man. I totally feel you. There was some those blurgs do look awesome. I'm kind of waiting for them to go on sale because I wouldn't mind picking one up. Dude, I'm sorry. This is just me. I'm not paying $18 for a 3 3/4-inch figure.
I hear you, man. It's
nuts.
Can't
fucking do it, dude.
I know.
It's hard.
And yeah, you know what? Kenner figures are going to look great in there, Brian. You're right.
Yes,
absolutely. You know.
And see, that's I think that was. Go. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, $18 for a vintage collection figure that you're probably going to open up anyways. So you're destroying the value of the figure.
Yep.
My $18 4-inch figure days are long behind me,
dude. I just TVC is cool, and I know, like, I think a lot of the time, even with the Cantina, they were kind of catering to people who have been collecting for a while, like people like you and Brian who have so many older Kenner figures that, dude, it would be so easy for old school guys for y'all to fill up y'all's Cantina. Meanwhile, trying to find some of those older, like, deep cut Kenner aliens, dude, they've gotten pricey on eBay, man. So, like, I'm not saying it's definitely doable if you're wanting to do that. If anybody out there is wanting to build up their Cantina, you can definitely find those deep cut figures on eBay for sure. But they're ever since that Cantina came out, they've been starting to climb, dude, because people are starting to climb up, you know?
I know. And so that's one of the reasons why I've been diving into the Power of the Force 2 collection a little bit, because so it's going to be a weird looking Cantina that I have, because there's going to be some old Power of the Force 2 stuff in there. There's going to be some brand new vintage collection. There's going to be Kenner. I don't know. There's probably going to be some Universal monsters in there. I don't know. I'm just going to fill it up and have fun with it, you know?
Hey, dude, it's hell yeah. It's your Cantina, man. It would make it so much special, give it some character too, man.
Well, I started thinking about it, you know, and I'm like, you know what's going to happen in 8 or 9 months when the thing releases. Excuse me, in 8 or 9 months when we get the notifications that it's going to release in another 8 or 9 months.
Right? Yeah, right. Exactly.
Whenever we get the fucking thing, right? Yeah. Everybody in the under the sun is going to do the same thing. That everybody's going to try to impress everyone with their incredibly immaculate vintage collection Cantina, right? Yep. And there's going to be 97 Cantina figures in there, and all the pictures are going to kind of look the same, more or less, right? Because everybody's going to have the same figures in the thing. So I started thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, you know, it would be more fun to kind of do like what Timbo Toys does, right? Like have everybody in there, have everybody in the world in the Cantina, kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yep.
I think that's going to be way more fun than have it strictly by the book, frame by frame OT Cantina. I mean, I don't know. You could go either way with it, but I think the more I think about it, the more I'd like to sort of go in some wacky direction with that thing. You know,
I think that's cool, man. I think there's nothing wrong with that, and the main point is to have fun, of course. There was one thing I wanted to acknowledge Doug here before we get into the rumors. So we got quite a bit. I just wanted to talk. Black Series obviously is me and Hyper's bread and butter, but I don't mind talking about TVC or other figures. Yeah, you know. But speaking of other figures, Hyper, did you hear about that Maximum Spider-Man for Marvel Legends?
I don't know anything about it. No, what's up?
So they released Marvel's going to be doing basically a deluxe toy line, and it's called Marvel Maximum. And the first one they did, it's a $60 highly articulated Spider-Man.
Oh my God. Okay.
So they're starting this up, and some people are excited about it, and then some people are like, I forget where Doug's comment was. He was like, man, this thing pissed me off. I'm just going to buy the Mafex Spider-Man, you know?
I feel that. Yeah, you're better off, I think.
So I don't know a whole lot about this. I haven't looked into the Maximum Spider-Man. I know they just revealed it on one of the last Marvel streams or whatever, but $60 for a Spider-Man, if it's I don't know, man. I guess if it's articulated enough and it's worth it, I just don't really know enough about it. But I seen Doug wanted to bring it up. He seems like it's uh, kind of boiling in his pot. So I wanted to be able to let him say what he wanted to say about it.
Well, Doug, I think I kind of jumped off the Marvel bandwagon maybe about a year ago because, man, I mean, I sometimes complain about the lack of accessories with Star Wars figures, but my lord, like with the Marvel, you don't get much. You really don't get that much, and they're kind of. I feel like there's so much reuse in the Marvel Legends line. But if you're telling me that it's going to be super articulated with dedicated sculpts and lots of accessories and stuff, still though, $60 is kind of a lot of dough, man.
Yes,
I don't know how many I could have of those,
I 100% agree with you, man. I 100% agree. That's Doug said it's not a significant improvement. Price is more than twice the base. Yeah, 100%, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's $60, man. You're just better off if you want to. If you're going to spend that kind of money on a figure, I don't have any imports. I know Hyper has a couple SHF figure arts and stuff like that. I don't have an import yet, but I plan on getting a C-3PO or R2-D2 Mafex or SHF. I'm not sure yet. But if you're going to spend that kind of dough on a 6-inch figure, Mafex or SHF is the way to go. From what I've seen, I can't tell you specifically. I've never had one in hand, but man, I tell you what, that Mafex 3PO, or maybe it's SHF, I'm not sure, but the import 3PO and R2-D2, they look great. I get the Mafex and I think it's the SHF I'm thinking of. It's like it actually it looks chromy, gold, beautiful, and then the R2, it's got this little gimmick where you click it and it changes the color of his light. I'm not sure if that's Mafex or SHF, but either way, they're both imports and they both look fantastic. And
that's the SHF. I have it. It's the greatest piece of my collection.
The blue paint looks so metallic.
Yeah. Oh, Brian. Yes, definitely. Super 7 Papa Emeritus in the Cantina. Yes, definitely. Let's just load it up, man. But
yep.
Here's what I worry about. So, what is it called? Marvel Maximum?
Marvel Maximum, yep.
All right. So, they're going to start doing this sort of boutique line of the main characters with all the bells and whistles. So, here's what I worry about with all the Marvel Legends and the Star Wars licenses that Hasbro has. They're going to go, are they doing this to make a really good, more expensive figure? Or are they doing this to jack up the price of the mainline Marvel Legends figures on the sly? Oh, well, if they don't want to pay $60 for this figure with 2 extra hands, well, then they'll be comfortable paying $41 for the one that they did also. So that's what I worry about. So what are they doing? Is it addition by subtraction, or you know what I mean? Like, is it, oh, well, we're going to offer 3 or 4 of these, cut the line, jack up the price of the Marvel Legends, and then we'll reset the base cost of a figure. I think that's what I worry about with these scenarios.
I think you got a good point, dude. And I wish I could debate with you and argue with you, but I think you're fucking right. Yeah, Doug, $60 for a Hasbro? No fucking way. The one that I've seen is like a character like Red Hulk or Odin, because there's so much deco and they actually have the size that makes it worth it. But other than that, man, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha, Brian. SHF is more articulate. Cool.
Yeah, and so I can see as one line goes, so go the others. So I could easily see Hasbro having mild success with the Marvel Legends line, then doing the same thing with the Star Wars license, and doing if it's going to be a $60 Marvel Maximum, it would be a $65 or $70 Star Wars Maximum, and God, then we buy hook, line, and sinker 5 or 6 figures. They cut the line, and then we're all paying $45 for a basic Black Series figure. And I'm just like, I can't help but think that other people might agree with that.
Man, dude, the only way I'm paying $45 for a Black Series figure is if they start giving us alternate hands, blast effects, extra, more accessories and paint. There's $45 is hard for a 6-inch figure, dude.
So you and I, again, that was one of our major talking points last night, right? Where you're like the other lines. Now, I've never bought a Power Ranger Hasbro figure, but I still see them around.
Yeah.
Then you look at the G.I. Joe Classified line. You look at even some of the other lines like Dungeons and Dragons that didn't sell, but I bought one at Ollie's. There's so much stuff in that box that it comes with, all kinds of hands and weapons and everything. You know, you can't even. I mean, the G.I. Joe Classified figures. They're one classified figure contains more accessories in the box than an entire wave of Black Series figures. You know,
damn. Yeah, you're right. You're
so
out of line, but you're right.
What are we doing? You know, like what are we doing here? And you know, and I look at it and I'm like, man, I just start to see trends after doing this for a long time, and I just worry that this is how they can't raise the cost of a Black Series figure from $24.99 to $30.99 overnight, but they can if they offer a $60 or $65 deluxe one,
man.
Right?
Oh, dude,
and so
scary.
This is where, like, you know, this is where you're like, people like me, after a while, you're like, no, fool me once,
shame on me.
58 fucking times, shame on me. You know how much shit I have in boxes? I'm like, oh, this line's going somewhere. This line is the one. This is new. And then they cut it, right? And then you're like,
I'm sitting on all this shit now.
I got all this shit now that they didn't do anything with. There's no, they don't give you any warning, you know. And then you're like, great. So I've got like, and they do it just enough where they'll offer like 13 figures in a run of some 5-inch line or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I like them. They're cool. They're neat. I could see these going somewhere. They cut the line, and then you're stuck with 13 figures, you know. And you're like, well, there's 200 and something bucks I just wasted. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's
for nothing.
This is like salty old crusty like collector of many decades, just like pumping the brakes.
Hey, man.
You know?
Like you said, you've been around, you've been collecting for a minute, you've seen the trends, you've seen how things come and go. You have the say so, man. You have the experience. That counts for fucking something in my eyes.
By the way, that shirt is legend, man.
Dude, I love it.
Legend.
I love it so much.
Dude, that is hot.
The queen, man.
That is hot.
Man, Natalie Portman was my first crush ever as a kid, other than like I think Britney Spears or some shit. But man, Natalie Portman, Padme, dude, man, you just don't get any more. Just the imagery that you get from Phantom Menace, dude, like that red dress, Amidala, Queen Amidala. It's just the imagery of Phantom Menace is so rich, dude.
I agree, man. I agree. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Doug Smith. Yeah, Doug, do you kind of feel the same way? You kind of feel the same way about what my concerns are? Our concerns are?
Now you're talking my lingo. Hell
right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Thanks, Connor. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So let me just touch base on Connor. So Connor and I have been talking back and forth a little bit, and I love his channel, and I'm
it's an awesome channel, dude.
I wish I had the resources and the space to really get into the dino thing.
Yeah.
And but he's also a Kong and Godzilla guy, and I went nuts for those movies, and I had a little bit of extra merchandise from it, and so I sent him a Godzilla monster truck, like that was
cool,
random,
yeah,
and a Godzilla and a King Kong Playmates figure, which is actually a really nice figure. It's a really nice figure, and then the Lizzie Borden house pin, and he just got it today, just in time for the live stream, so I was excited about that. So yeah, so he said he was sending me something too. So you know, if anybody wants a really cool Lizzie Borden merchandise, let me know. I'm actually going back next month, so I can hook people up with all kinds of crazy stuff from there. You know, so
good gracious,
yeah,
he's going back, y'all. Doug, I had to comment back to you're only ever going to buy one Spidey, and I gotta say, man, I'm a little disappointed in you, Unc Doug. I'm gonna tell you, I got one, two, three, four, five. I got 5 or 6 Spider-Man figures, okay, but I did not pay $60 for that shit, dude. So, but
Listen,
I feel you.
when Stone says he has 5 or 6 Spider-Man figures, that's
Hey, Mom.
like my wife saying I only have 5 pairs of shoes. Okay, dude, you probably have 30 Spider-Man figures.
No, I don't. No, I don't. It may or may not help that that's my wife's favorite superhero, so I kind of get to slide by with extra Spideys. So
Okay, I got it. All right.
clean up, boys. My Amanda's in the house.
Oh my God, Curtis, that's a good one right there.
I'm trying to catch
Stone,
up.
you got to pin that one. You got to pin that one.
Where's he at? Padme's nickname was Doorknob. All the oh God, Jesus!
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Anakin was on a mission with Obi-Wan. He had no idea.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Dude, not a single Spidey, Doug? Oh, bro. Oh, man. We might have to change that one day. But yeah, I was going to say, Connor, we were all talking about Connor. Extremely cool dude, man. Hyper's been talking with him. I've been talking with him. We've all gotten kind of close and just be talking shit, man, talking collections. I think it's so cool how we've all developed our own little relationships in this little niche circle we've all built and created. I just think it's so cool, man. We've made new friends doing this shit.
Wait a minute. Now I want to know, Doug, what 4 Marvel figures do you have? I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess based on your age.
Okay.
All right, ready? Here we go. Doug owns a Hulk, a Captain America.
Better have Wolverine. You better have a fucking Wolverine.
No. He's going to be Fantastic Four. He's going to own Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic. How did I do? How did I do? All right.
How did Hyper? Okay, all right, Doug. I'm gonna guess my 4 now. I'm gonna say I get where you're going with the Fantastic Four, Hyper. I would say you gotta have Wolvie, man. If you're gonna have Hulk, you gotta have Wolvie. I mean, Wolverine was a Hulk villain, man. He was introduced in a Hulk comic. So
no, Doug and I are too old for Wolverine. He came into the mix, but he was post Fantastic Four. Dude, you don't understand. Fantastic Four.
That was like the origins of Marvel. Yeah, origins of Marvel. That was
the shit, man.
Wasn't that the first comic ever?
Maybe I might even say Hawkeye. Like purple and blue Hawkeye. I don't know. Let's see.
Wasn't Fantastic Four the first Marvel comic?
Fantastic Four was well. I just remember as a kid, like when the Fantastic Four comics, when the truck came around to deliver the comics, we were all there from F4. Red Hulk, Captain America, Hulkbuster, and Iron Man. Damn, I was not even close, dude.
Hey, that Red Hulk looks fucking incredible. I almost bought that shit just because it looks so fucking cool, dude. It looks so good.
Doug, I thought I had you. I thought I had you all figured out, man. It's like I don't even know you.
I forget when. I think there was a Fantastic Four team where it had Spider-Man and Wolverine on the team, and then I forget who else. I'm not a super big Marvel guy. My it's very basic, my knowledge of Marvel. Oh yeah, the Thing is cool too, Curtis. Hell yeah.
Oh man, so if you're interested, go into my custom dioramas section, and I actually did a couple of Thing bases, and the Thing I love the Thing, and I took the packaging from the Marvel Legends packages, and I made a little with the big giant Thor on the back of it, and I've got the Thing figures. You might like it. I don't know. Check it out, but I love the Thing. Yeah,
I actually remember that you had a figures your top 10 favorite figures or what. That was one of the first videos I ever came across of yours.
Right. Yeah.
He looks so good, dude. The amount of sculpting on him looks sick, man.
I have a ridiculous number of Thing figures. That's another one of those weird little nuggets. So as a matter of fact, the other day I was going through it and I'm like, why do I have 12 Marvel Legends Thing figures?
God, you have 12?
They're not even that different. Yeah.
Holy shit. It's the same fucking guy, Hyper. I did not know you had. Yo, real quick, tell everybody how many stormtroopers you have now.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before I get into that.
Oh my
Yes.
God, no. No, Mom. No,
Let's
no,
hear
I'm
the
just kidding. Go
joke.
ahead.
Let's hear the joke. All right, let's hear it.
Oh my God, here we fucking go, dude. Here we go. All right, gotta let Mama Mando do the joke before Connor, dude, don't entice her, bro. Don't entice her, bro. What the fuck are y'all doing?
Oh yeah, no, I've got to hear this now. Somehow I think it's Stone related. I don't know, but
It's either gonna be Stone related or Star Wars related, I have a feeling.
right.
Go ahead, Mama
Well,
Mando. What you got? The scene in the original Fantastic
absolutely.
Four with Ben and Semi, awesome.
Oh yeah. Did you hear about the stormtrooper? Couldn't say out of his helmet. No.
Yo,
Dude,
this one better be good, Mom. I swear. Dude, she told me one the other day, and I was just like, Mom, really?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the punchline now.
It's not even a dad. I don't know what's worse, a dad joke or a mom joke. I was like, I think you just created a new genre of fucking comedy. Jesus. No, she did say she be getting me cracked up sometimes. I ain't. Let me not lie.
Well, speaking of, while we're waiting for the punchline to arrive, oh, wait a minute. He didn't know what he was missing. There we go.
Hey, okay. Hell yeah.
That's totally my kind of joke. That's my wheelhouse right there. That's a good one.
That was a good one, Mom.
Yeah. So my little side project for 2025 is I'm going stormtroopers all the way. I just counted. I have 24 of these.
Damn.
24. These two just arrived today, as a matter of fact. So
y'all hear that, y'all?
The 2022. This is the Mandalorian stormtrooper. No, it's not the Remnant stormtrooper. It's the white one from the Mandalorian, not the Remnant.
Yeah.
But so I have Jedha Patrol, Empire Strikes Back, all of them. 24. My goal is 30.
Yes, Brian.
30. So that's what we're working on right now. But so okay. So we have some other things that we wanted to get to tonight.
Yeah,
and one of the things that I'm dying to talk about here is can we all start to talk freely now about the finale of the Skeleton Crew?
Oh yeah, we can touch on Skeleton Crew real quick. Yeah.
So
we can do that real quick.
Because we had a pretty spirited debate going on the last time about Skeleton Crew. So let's just remember we're all friends here. We don't need to take it to places we don't need to take it to. Okay.
No, fuck you, dude. I'm just kidding.
So I wanted to say that once again, Disney waved its magic wand and ruined the whole goddamn thing for me in the very last moments of the show. And damn, I mean, how do we feel about that? I don't know. I feel like the show just left me confused, wanting more. Stone is dying over there. What'd you do, man?
That one got me, dude.
Say what?
That one got me, bro.
Which one?
I'm crying because of your thoughts on Skeleton Crew, man. I just love the show so much. No, that fucking hit got me, bro. Okay, I gotta be professional. I'm sorry. Oh,
I can't even remember. What did I say?
Oh man.
So
taking glasses off. Oh yeah, bro. It's getting serious. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So all right.
Yes,
so what do we think about it? So Stone, tell me. Let's talk the last show, the last episode.
Dude, I'm really hoping. So Skeleton Crew, I love the show. I gave my thoughts on the show. Every episode was super fun. It had me hooked in every week. I really liked the characters. I liked the cinematography, the music. Really fun, beautiful show. There were some lessons and relationships and friendship. It's just really cool. But you got to see pirates in Star Wars universe, which is a little not explored enough in my opinion. But I'm just, dude. I'm on the wall about it because I feel like the way that it ended, that it was either like you said, Disney took its wand and just and magically made it in and made everything tie in and make sense. I just felt like it was super quick, man. The way that it ended was just not enough for me, man. Like, what happened to Jod? What happened, like, to all the other pirates? Like, there was just a lot of shit that was left open ended that we didn't really get to see. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm really hoping that they did it like that on purpose to get a season 2. I'm really hoping.
Man, all I know is the next thing you know, like the ship, there's coins falling out of it, and everybody's fine, and nobody got hurt. Nobody, no.
There was no sense of like urgency or realness or like.
Right.
There was that one part I will say where KB's like little brain thing corroded, and they had to make a new. I thought that was kind of cool where she made the mold in the sand and they melted the liquid and then made her a new one. That was kind of cool because for a second there, had they drawn that out a little bit more though, it made it seem like KB was actually gone. Like they had just split up. Neil went with Fern because Fern and KB weren't seeing eye to eye, so there was already that tension between there. Had they dragged that out a little bit longer and made it to where KB was like not doing well, and we didn't know if she was going to come back, I felt like that would have made it hit harder when they figured it out.
Oh yeah, man. So I feel like with the KB is her name, KB.
Yep.
So yes, they figured it out, and then they brought her back from the verge of death, and
yeah, dude, I'm not even gonna pull his comments up, dude. I'm not even gonna pull fucking Curtis's comment up, dude.
No. I know.
Yeah,
I know. But like,
Jesus, man.
I don't know. It was one of those things where it was like Disney just sprinkled shit on it again, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, they're rolling the credits, and I'm like, what just happened? What are we doing? What really? Like, what was the whole point? what was the whole point? I don't even like. I don't know, man.
And the way he ended it, and they were leaving, and like I think it was Neil. They were like Jod, like they were actually like gave a fuck about him after he threatened to kill their fucking family. Like it was just weird, man. It was really weird how it ended. Like, so did we know that okay? So this is the thing where now we know that the Republic knows where At-Aten is. So now they don't have that cloak. They're not cloaked from the galaxy anymore. So there's that. They could go with a season 2 now that At-Aten is like out there for everyone to know about and find. It's not cloaked off the grid or off the map. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's something they could roll into. Maybe they left it open ended like that. So Disney would be like, hey, y'all want to come back and write a season 2 for us? Because people are pissed at the way it ended. I'm thinking they did it like that on purpose, dude. Because there's no way the show was that good for 7. I know you had a hard time sticking with it at first, but it grew on you.
Yeah.
And this is the most united the Star Wars fandom has been since what was the Force Awakens when the Force Awakens first came out. Yeah. Like, dude, 2015, that was the last time Star Wars fans were actually like united. And I feel like Skeleton Crew, man, like some people were like, it's okay, it's not for me. I heard that. Or either was like, oh, I loved it so much, gave me Amblin 80s, 90s film vibes. Like it was kind of like people were in the middle or they loved it. There was no really, I very, very rarely see people talk bad about it. There was people that were like, it's okay. You see, but that's what makes it interesting, though, dude. When you told me that, I was surprised when you told me that. But then I was like, you know what, though? That's going to make for some interesting fucking conversation. Why don't you like it? What could have been better? What would you have done? Like that's the things that make the conversation interesting because it's so easy to be like, oh yeah, I liked it. Lightsaber goes swoosh swoosh and shit. Pirates, like, but dude, honestly, just the feel of it, like the vibe of it, like seeing all those extra aliens. Some from like we seen Reese. We seen fucking what's the ones, the squid guys,
the Klaatu guards, and
that's right. Yeah, there was so much familiarity, but then there was like newness sprinkled in with it that made it feel,
But like okay, big. Here's one of my sticking points. How did their speeder bikes work? Everything in the planet was completely dead from an EMP pulse.
Yep.
Except it just so happens that their 5 bikes could work. Like I just looked at that and I'm like, only Disney. Only Disney. Like, I mean, this is
because like do they run on, because everything else is like very automated. Everything's on a track, like it's supposed to go one way all the time. That's why the first episode I was kind of like, oh, the kid. So you see everything is on tracks and trams and stuff like that. It's like your destination is predetermined for you. Then these kids come out of nowhere and they're just freelancing all over the place. The security droids are yelling at them. It's like they're making their own path. So I was like, okay, maybe we're kind of going something like they're showing us like how the conformity on this planet is, and that these kids are ready to get away from that. So like, but the whole thing is we didn't really get a whole lot. Were their bikes, did they run off of fuel? Like, because everything's shut down, everything's like on a track together, and it all runs as a system, as a unit. But like, they didn't really. There were some things that they were kind of missing towards the end, man. The B-wing was fucking cool though. Did you see that B-wing?
The B-wing was awesome. Yeah. That gave me some real Rebels vibes.
Yes, dude. That's the first time in live action we've seen it in action. Because in Rebels, they talk about what it can do, but they never actually do. Like, this is the first time in live action we've seen that. So I thought that was badass.
That was badass. But no, I just wanted one of the kids to die. I'm just kidding.
No, dude, but think about it. I hate to sound like that. Or at least make them be lost for a little bit longer or something.
Right. Dude, like somebody, even if it was John, but if you like the show, that's cool. I don't, that's the thing about it. I like the show quite a bit in some spots. I just felt like the last episode left me. Now I'm like, okay, now we need a season 2.
Exactly.
Answer for this last Jedi of an episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, that's why I feel like they did. I feel like they did it on purpose, man. I really do.
Yeah. No, look, man, if you like the show, have at it. No problem to me, man. I would agree in some areas. Yeah.
He says, Connor says this is one of the best shows he's seen since The Mandalorian. That's a statement right there, bro.
Yeah.
Troy, you're thinking too much into it, Hyper.
I know. I've been waiting to. Yeah, that's what we do. Man. I am thinking way too into it. Yeah.
Ooh, look what Star Wars Collective said. A pre-Skeleton Crew Brutus spinoff show would be doing. Dude, yes, 100%. That would be so. That was the thing that was so cool about Skeleton Crew, because Han Solo was referred to as a pirate and a smuggler and this and that. We don't really get to see pirate action a lot in Star Wars. So, like, I just thought the genre is so perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just thought it was meant to be with that show.
I would like to see I would like to see just a continuation of where it goes off. I'm not as interested in a prequel with Brutus. I guess that would be cool. Sure. Or you could do some flashbacks or something.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Because he was a cool character. Like he did sort of earn his stripes for me,
Hell yeah, dude. He has literally earned my place, pure glove shit, as a desk figgy. I have him on my desk at all times.
With those
Captain Silver
stupid ass pirate flintlock pistols.
Dude. Dude, it's so funny because I fucking love the flintlock pistols and you fucking hate them. You cannot stand this shit.
Oh, I'm gonna cut them off with an X-Acto knife and send them to you.
It's just gunpowder in Star Wars, bro. Calm down.
Right, exactly.
Dude, you had me rolling when you told me that. You had me rolling, dude.
Oh man. So, anyways, yeah, that those are my final thoughts on Skeleton Crew. Now, what's the next show that we're waiting for now? Is it Emperor Palpatine? Is that what we've got next? Or
wait, what you talking about?
What should we have, Hyper? What should we have? I can't remember. What were we talking about there?
What should we have? Oh yeah, what you talking about, Troy? We got lost, man.
Oh, you mean like what should he have instead of pirate guns? Maybe is that? Maybe I'm.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Maybe that's what it was.
I'm saying just a friggin' laser gun.
Andor
just give me a laser gun.
Oh, I think I know what it was. I think they were asking what's next. Like, what's the next show that's coming out?
Oh, okay. What's the next show? Yeah, right.
I think it is Andor season 2, y'all. I think Andor's the next one.
Did I get deep faked again? Is there a Palpatine one coming out, or is that just
a Palpatine show?
Is there a Palpatine show coming out, like a prequel Palpatine thing?
I hate to say, I don't think so, man. Maybe you saw a really good fan made trailer. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe something is coming about. That would be amazing, though, dude.
I get deep faked on the internet at least 12 times a day, so this is probably just one more example.
There's some good fan made shit out there, dude. And you wouldn't realize it unless you really pay attention.
I swear to God, I saw something online about Tom Hiddleston playing Palpatine, but it was probably some sort of a deep fake. But oh, hey, Lord Sosa, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, I agree with you, Troy. I think a Palpatine one would be really cool. I think that would be a well received series, you know, kind of going back in time, prequel era type thing, or prequel to the prequel type era. There it is, man.
Yeah, I think a Palpatine show would be fucking awesome, dude. Like, maybe if we get to see a little bit of maybe we could get to see a little bit of Plagueis and Palpatine. What's so funny, Hyper?
You just flipped it. I don't know. It just struck me funny, man. Just struck me funny. Like,
I'm just a kid playing with my toys, man.
I know, it's great. I love
it. Yo.
Love it.
Oh man. Yeah. But no, could you imagine getting to see some Plagueis and Palpatine scenes? That Definitely. Would be fucking dude. What if we got to see a live action or animated version of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis? Like when Palpatine poisons him or kills him when he's drunk?
And you could call the series The Tragedy of Darth Plagueis, right? Like,
dude, genius, dude.
Right? Like,
who wouldn't watch that? Who would not watch that?
Everybody under the sun would watch that.
Yep.
You know? And I keep saying,
hell yeah,
when is it going to dawn on them that they could just do a hard NC-17 clone trooper live action show, please?
I'm sorry. Troy's comments is going to be just. That is the fattest scout trooper I've ever fucking seen.
I know. When he ever flipped that mask up, that was just classic, man. And the way it's still just hanging out up there,
dude. It's such an awesome helmet, man. It is one of the best in the line. It's so cool.
I think he got set up for that moment, Stone. I think that's what.
Troy, you did that. Hey, Lord Sosa did that shit on purpose, bro.
I love it, man.
Hyper is laughing like a hey, hell yeah, bro. Yes, sir. Oh, bro.
Right, I know, seriously.
A Viking Star Wars, dude, that sounds amazing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Now, okay, Baker Scout that hate Grogu. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess, okay, so we got Andor season 2. I'm kind of like, all right. Andor season 2. All right. It's something to watch, I guess. I'm not a huge Andor guy. I'll watch it though. I'm hoping it's more entertaining than season 1 for me. But all right, it's next on the docket. I'll be there for it, you know.
Yeah, the first season of Andor was very slow and it felt more like a Blade Runner, like a sci-fi flick more than anything else.
Yeah,
but
right.
I still thought it was interesting. After episode 4, when they get to the Aldhani heist, I was like, okay, this is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, we want to hear another joke. What you got, Mama Mando?
How many rebels does it take to transmit the Death Star plans? I don't know. How many, Mom?
How many?
Yeah, Kurt, if you can get past the first couple, oh my God. 1 and or 2. Jesus, Mom.
Oh my God, that's a good
Oh
one.
my God, that was
that's a keeper right there.
Jesus, that was funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Curtis and Brian are spitting here. It was definitely slow at first, but man, if you can get to episode 3 or 4 when they do the Aldani heist, or when Cassian's mom does that cool speech to the whole village or town, that shit was cool, man. That shit was awesome, and it starts getting a little bit more. It's like a spy thriller. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, all right. So I'll be there for that. I'll be there for it. I know my wife is looking forward to that one. She likes those.
Cool.
Those are her favorites. She was all about. She really loves Skeleton Crew, but Andor was by far her favorite.
Damn, that's awesome. Hell yeah. It's always nice to have something to watch with your significant other like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but
getting back to the news and rumors, we just Hyper had a lot. We didn't really get to talk about the end of Skeleton Crew very thoroughly, so we wanted to touch on that and just hopefully final thoughts. Hopefully they give us a season 2. I thought it was awesome. I would like to see where Jod's story goes, where the rest of the story goes. So we'll just have to see.
Yeah, same here. Let's do it. Put it in the queue, you know, and just give us some resolution on what we've already done, right?
Yep.
Like that would be my vote. We don't have to go forward or back in time. Just give me pick it up from that scene and carry it forward.
Dude, that's the way I would rather it be done. I would rather it be done like I want to see it take place from the moment we ended on. That would be cool.
Right.
Don't just throw Jod in the cell and the kid. It's like a year or something. I want to see right when it happened. That would be cool.
Right.
But
all right. So what are we getting into now? What are we doing?
Still, dude, so many news and rumors.
Let's hit it.
We did get more. So I don't know if you know this. There's been some news and speculation to come about that Embo from the Clone Wars is going to be one of the main villains or protagonists. Not really. I don't even want to say a villain because he's a bounty hunter, but one of the main protagonists of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. So we're getting an Embo figure, but the catch is it's not going to be a Clone Wars Embo. So how is the live action Mandalorian Embo going to look? Because I would want. Embo was in my. I think he was in both of our Clone Wars lists, if I'm not mistaken. It was a while ago when we did that. Yeah, me and Hyper would both buy Embo 100%. But now, how's he going to look in live action? What's the costume difference going to be? We'll just have. It's an alien species. It's a deep cut alien from. I know it's not from Clone Wars, but he's from Clone Wars, and he's voiced by Dave Filoni, so that kind of makes it kind of cool too. But
you know what I would love to see with Embo? I would love to see. Remember how he had the tracking dog? It was like kind of a wolf-looking thing.
He's coming with that.
So I was just thinking, what if they put those tracking hounds from Solo? Like, remember those awesome-looking things?
Yeah, dude, that would be sick.
Yeah, maybe I thought maybe Embo might have some of those like from Solo, and then tie that all in or something, but.
He had a dog named Marak or something like that. And I forget what the species of his dog was, but supposedly he's coming with his pet, but it's not the one from Clone Wars because supposedly in a novel, one of the Aftermath novels, there's a trilogy of novels about the fall of the Empire. There's a little excerpt in there about Embo, and he's talking about, he kind of mentions his dog his pet dying. So we know it's not the exact one from Clone Wars, but he got another one, but.
I'd be excited. So, again, I happen to really like the look of Cad Bane from Boba Fett show.
Yep.
I thought he looked really good. I actually like that live action look more than the Clone Wars look. I just thought it was a very good translation.
Yeah.
So, and I'll say this about Disney, and I'll die on this hill, but Disney, whether you like the content or not, they kill some of these designs. Like some of their designs are incredible.
Yes.
And
yeah.
So I'm thinking that they can translate Embo very well into live action.
Yeah. I mean, we've said it before. Me and Hyper have said this, and it's no surprise or anything. Hasbro always does a fantastic job with aliens and droids and stuff like that. So I think Embo would translate well. And even though it's not a Clone Wars version, which I would prefer, I'll probably still pick up an Embo too. Yes. And then something that yes. So something else that we're getting from so supposedly Space Raiden. Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly.
I think we're just gonna call him Space Raiden from now on. Yeah, definitely.
We call it Star Combat or Mortal Wars.
Yeah, right.
But so then something else we're getting. Obviously, we're gonna get I think it's gonna be a some kind of 2-pack. Well, it's not really a 2-pack, but it's Mando and Grogu, some kind of new figure. But with Grogu, he's more of like an accessory than a figure, but they call him a figure for some reason. But
yeah,
we're all going to be getting some a new Mando and Grogu, not a new Mando, but a newly packed Mando and Grogu. Maybe we'll get a new Grogu sculpt, but supposedly we're also going to be seeing Rada the Hutt, which is Jabba the Hutt's son.
Yeah.
In the Clone Wars movie, Ahsoka and Anakin actually save him. And but I think he's going to be grown up now. He's going to be a buff lightsaber wielding Hutt. So
like a Jedi, like a Jedi.
So not a Jedi, but he like, from what I understand, he collects lightsabers. Like he's a Jedi like a Jedi historian or whatever. Like he collects like different Jedi artifacts and stuff like that. But he's wielding a lightsaber in the movie, supposedly.
All right, you know what? I'm there for that.
There were some people that were saying like, "Oh, I think that's stupid. It's too much. It's too over the top." Dude, I'm with you, dude. That's Star Wars as fuck. A lightsaber.
Right. Let's not hate. Let's celebrate. Right?
Exactly, like, dude. Exactly.
I don't want to immediately chastise a lightsaber wielding Hutt. Like,
dude,
that's why I'm buying the ticket.
Exactly. Because I forget, there was some comic, and because most people don't know this, but Hutts can actually be extremely strong. Because there was some comic where there's this bounty hunter Hutt, and he is jacked, dude. Jabba's just a lazy fuck, like.
Right, yeah.
But Hutts can actually be insanely strong. So I'm excited to see that. And it's a OT alien species, man. It's a Hutt, so that's always down. And then supposedly we're also going to be getting. Do you remember the twins? The twin Hutts in the Book of Boba Fett?
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly we're getting those too. We're getting both of them.
Okay.
I forget their name. That's what I said. I know it's Book of Boba Fett and the show was meh. But like, dude, it's fucking a new Hutt.
I thought those Hutts on that days where all their slaves were carrying them around.
Yeah.
That was so Star Wars. Dude. That was so like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I thought that was the highlight of the show, really.
And then the female Hutt, she's got like a piercing on her chin, and then the male Hutt, he's got like a chin tattoo. Like it would just be so cool, man. I know it's Book of Boba Fett, but like I still feel like it would be kind of cool.
Oh, I would definitely do it. Absolutely. Because you can't very well say I don't want any more Andor figures because they're boring, and then say, so I don't want lightsaber wielding tattooed Hutts. Like both things can't be true, right? Like,
exactly, dude. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, there's no right or wrong opinion here. It's just me and Hyper are right. It's okay to be wrong.
Right, exactly. I'm with you, Mama Mando. I liked the show. Yep. I did. I thought it was good.
Yeah, dude. Because like the time that he spent with the Tuskens, man, the sand that was cool. That was cool as shit.
Really cool. Yeah, that was really cool. I didn't have a problem with that one. But and the figures that they have done are man, like Cobb Vanth is one of my favorite new Disney characters. I thought he was really cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him get his speeder that was like salvaged from Anakin's pod racer. I think that would be an awesome addition to the line.
Hell yeah, dude.
The Hutts, yeah. I'm all about it. The sexy Twi'lek lady.
Yeah.
Count me down,
Oh, dude, I wish.
Gamorrean guard wrestlers would be cool. There's a lot
of what? Yeah, dude. Lord Sosa, because they actually do have that they do have Chewbacca with the ripped up. And the cool thing about it, Lord Sosa, is you can actually put that 3PO together, and he's like already weathered and painted, so you can have a weathered version of C-3PO. But that's a really cool set. I don't have that set. I need to get it's at my local comic shop, and every time I see it, there's that and the Wampa, and they're both like $50-$55. One of these days those are both awesome sets, but they do have that Lord Sosa.
Yeah. Troy, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I've liked every show so far. Like you say, some more than others. Yeah, you know, I've been happy. It's the movies. It's some of the some of the sequel movies I didn't like, but I think the shows have been okay. The shows have been all right. I'm not a hater.
Dude, I'm always. It sucks when there's things that aren't right, little details or whatever that us hardcore Star Wars fans are going to pick apart. But dude, I'm just happy. I said this to my wife the other day or a couple weeks ago because she said her feelings are kind of along with Liam Neeson. There was an interview where he was saying like there's just too much Star Wars. It takes away from the nostalgia and mystery, the mysticism, which to a point I get, but at the same time, like I'm just happy to be getting new Star Wars, man, and to be building upon the lore and the history that's already put there. We're just filling in all the gaps and pieces and adding on to it. And I think we're like us Star Wars fans, we make it real and we fill in the gaps and the details to make it like line up and act like this actually happened to us, you know?
You know, it's funny. Somebody recently, I was talking to somebody on Instagram or something, and I can't remember what it was, but anyway, somebody said, "Why do you want a Wookiee warrior? They didn't do anything in the movies." And I thought, which is exactly why I want the Wookiee warriors, because I want to do things with them that I thought I wanted from the movie, you know? So in other words, when you get a figure that might have limited screen time, or maybe you didn't like that figure, I always look at it as an opportunity for me to make my own story with it, you know, make my own diorama with it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Enhance the lore in my own head, you know, and so, you know, I don't understand sometimes the thinking of people who say like, oh, well, that's just a waste of a pick if you want something like that was barely in the movie. And to that, I would say to someone, well, that's precisely why I want it, you know, and that's just kind of my take on some of those things, you know.
Yeah, I feel you, dude.
Yeah.
Lord Sosa says, how is Hyper doing on the Sith Lord Grievous? I think Hyper's actually
right. So Lord Sosa, I haven't gotten to that yet. I've got I'm about 3 feet. I'm about waist deep. I'm in the weeds with 2 dioramas going at the same time, and a couple of customs. But I have not gotten into the Sith Lord Grievous yet. But that is coming, my friend. That will be a thing. I have to remind myself. I will put that on my projects list for this year, and then I'll make Stoned do a diorama piece to display the figure on it.
Yes. So next up, coming up with the reveals and rumors, we have a Jedi Temple Guard supposedly coming to the line. What are your thoughts on that, Hyper? I've seen a lot of people. I was on Lazy Sunday stream from out of the basement, and I seen a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, so down for the Jedi Temple Guard, let's go." Then I was on Monday Night Figure Ball stream, just in chat or whatever. I wasn't like on it, but like just hanging out in chat. And there was a lot of people that were saying like, "Nope, not for me. I'm going to pass on it." I would definitely pick up 2 or 3 Jedi Temple Guards. I feel like that would be sick. So would you pick up a Jedi Temple Guard?
Yeah. And does anybody know the band Glass Beams? Has anybody ever heard the band Glass Beams? No. Anybody in the comments know Glass Beams?
Anybody
They're
heard
like one of those super progressive rock bands right now, and they wear a masks that look almost exactly like the Jedi Temple Guards. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of I think that they were inspired by the Jedi Temple Guards, but this band is really cool. They're a little bit out there. They're not for everybody, but I like this band.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I immediately thought like you could customize the Glass Beams band from the Jedi Temple Guards if you wanted to, you know, but yeah, I would definitely pick them up just to have as the guards themselves. I love those characters.
Yep.
I thought it was a great design from the show, and you know, yellow lightsabers. They were the ones who had the yellow lightsabers too, right?
That's right. That's correct.
And they definitely had that what I would call High Republic look. Like I thought they were sort of a carryover. And one of the reasons why I really liked the Acolyte aesthetically, I really liked the aesthetics of the Acolyte. I thought the Jedi looked really cool, the gauntlets and that High Republic yellow and gold and brown color.
Yeah,
schemes.
man. Yeah, dude.
And when I saw it, I was immediately struck by how much they reminded me of Temple Guards to some degree, the colors. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. You know, I'd probably pick up maybe two.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, what a cool looking design, great looking figure, and maybe you know, I can't be the only one who would want an alternate head of the Inquisitor, right? Like, I mean,
oh, dude, yeah, that'd be epic.
Yeah, I think a lot of us would want that. We would want to have not the Kenobi version, but like the actual Clone Wars, that more stylized egg-shaped head.
Yeah,
Count me in. I would love to have that as an option. You know,
the actor that was in Kenobi that played the Grand Inquisitor was good, but man, that design was just off. That was not it. How Runner, the guys that went in at Figure Ball, they are definitely picky, that's for sure. But those guys, they're super into imports, and you know they are very picky with their choices, that's for sure. But you're totally right, How Runner. You're totally right. But Star Wars Collective said Jedi Temple Guard's a pickup. How Runner said he needs at least 4. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yes.
Egghead. Yes. It's the quiet Daniel Bryan. Yes. But okay, so next, dude, y'all, the amount of if you're watching my channel, you probably watch Lucanus Monster. This guy is the guy who actually got all these leaks. I guess he's got a buddy or a connection in at Hasbro, and he got this information from a credited source that he would not share, obviously, for obvious reasons. So coming from Lucanus Monster, him being so well known in the community and him having good connections, I feel like this stuff I know we got to take it with a grain of salt. That's why I put it in as rumors, and a lot of people are referring to it as that and not leaks. The difference between a leak is like it's something that we know is coming and it came out. A rumor is just like there's speculation supporting the belief that it's going to be coming. But the next one,
where are we? Oh, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say, Hyper? You go ahead, man.
I was going to say, when it comes to leaks and rumors, you know, not necessarily confirmed, but leaks and rumors, you know, where are we as a chat in this conversation? Where are we as far as what we want our collection to become in the next calendar year? Like, so in other words, is anybody doing something like I'm doing and sort of focusing on a few characters, or are we more involved in like being completionists and getting all the figures and having complete run? Because I'm always kind of interested in that. Like, I used to be a completionist, and so every single rumor I would want to be fulfilled and then turn into a real figure that I could collect. And now I enjoy the rumors a lot, but I've already got in my head like I would buy or I wouldn't buy, you know. So because my focus now is going more into the trooper land, and sort of focusing on that. So I was just curious if we're going to buy, you know, all of them, some of them, be selective, you know, like that's always kind of interesting.
So chat, y'all let us know. Hyper's wanting to know, are y'all trying to pick up everything in the line? Are you completionist, or are you just focused on what you like? So we had 10 or 12 people in chat. Tell us how y'all are feeling, man, because we're genuinely curious. Troy says he just gets I'm with Troy. He just buys what he likes. Yep. Doug says he's a completionist with the Black Series. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
I want to get what I like too from Lord Sosa.
Okay. Yeah.
Star Wars Collective, Jacob says, focusing on being more selective. I'm genuinely starting to run out of space, and I just don't have much room to begin with on my shelf. Yeah, that's a fair point, dude.
Yep.
How Runner said, I would definitely. Oh no, go ahead, Hyper. What'd you say, man?
I was picky. How Runner picky. Collect 3.75 as a main focus. Okay, yeah. So that's another thing is, you know, both lines are running real strong right now. I feel like there's more, at least in my area, I see more Black Series than TVC on the shelves these days.
Yeah.
But there's more TVC beasts and vehicles and play sets and things. So they always have a solid running. I really can't do both anymore. I can't do both full-time collecting of both lines. So I've selected the Black Series, and I've selected being selective in the Black Series. I guess that's my focus for this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same way. Just kind of focusing on buying what I like, what's nostalgic to me. Mama Mando, I just want to help Stone Mando work on his new collection room and display. Oh yeah, I'm going to be moving. I get why you said that. Now I'm going to be moving some stuff. I'm moving to a different room in my house. But Aunt Curtis and I looking forward to helping to make more room. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Lord Sosa, Jesus, fuck, man, Jesus. Brian says I gave up being a completionist, just getting what I like. OT is OT and prequel is definite buy.
Yeah,
definite buy.
With a few exceptions, maybe.
Yeah, but, for sure. Like, dude, I did not blame you for not buying Child Anakin. I actually, Hyper said he was not going to buy that figure or own that figure, so I was like, nope, fuck that. I'm a Phantom Menace slut. I am a Phantom Menace slut. I'll admit. I was like, you were going to own this figure, so I sent that shit to him.
But and then it was my number one figure of the year.
I know, dude. That blew my fucking mind when you said. I was like, I have no words. I was so shocked when you said that. I was like, this motherfucker here. There is no way he's doing this to fuck with me.
I break my own rules of collecting all the time. I as soon as I say something, I just hammer it.
I love it. The one thing is I get why you didn't buy it, because no fucking accessories, and that is just unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Right. Yeah.
An extension to Mama Mando's house. Hey, I get a little metal shed put out there, get some insulation put in with it. I just want Star Wars product. LOL. Yeah, 100. If there's no Black Series or TVC available, I'll get into something else. I just picked up some Star Wars Lego the other day. Pray for me, dude. Those Legos. Hey, Hyper knows a thing about Legos. I'm not a Lego guy, but those Lego sets are. Lego heads go hard, man. But Hyper has some UCS shit that is just. Hyper has some experience with that, man.
Yeah. So the don't even get me started on Lego. Like Lego is. I've had to back way off on it. I buy one TVC or not TVC. I buy the UCS sets maybe one every 3 years now. And call it a day.
That Razor Crest you have is gorgeous, and then the lights in it is just the lights is just so rad, man. It is so
rad, man. Yeah,
I'm not even a Lego guy.
Yeah, that's one where I think I had to do it, And then I buy the thing, and then they blow the thing up, So,
dude, yeah, the fuck, man.
Right. That's why I'm like, you know what? I guarantee you. Here's my prediction. Right. Everybody just spent like way too much money on the TVC Ghost. They're gonna blow that thing up in the Mandalorian movie. I guarantee it,
bro. If they do, that would be insane. Because the Ghost, dude, Rebels has a stronghold in Disney Star Wars, man. If they did that, that would hurt my heart a little bit, dude. Honestly, if they did that.
I'm just saying, get ready for it.
Dude, honestly, we got to prepare. I'm just glad the fucking Mando's got his N1 still. I fucking love that chip, dude. Like,
I know.
That thing is nostalgic for me from the Naboo yellow. So when I seen that, me and my brother were just tripping about that.
Right, yeah. Clearance chicken with the, okay.
Trying to catch up.
We've got, there are quite a few dinosaur devotees here tonight.
Oh my God, y'all! We're gonna talk about. I don't have any dinosaurs this week, but y'all, I was hit hard. I mean, it's like Tyson came in here with a fucking T-Rex and just bam, just slapped the fuck out of me with that shit, bro. He said, "You're gonna buy this whether you like it or not. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out." He told me that, so I had to buy it. I love Tyson.
Stone is going to have the world's largest collection of dinosaurs by the end of the calendar year. He's on pace to break every record.
I made Doug buy dude. Honestly, dude, Hyper. This is really Connor's fault. Connor, if you're in here, dude, this is your fucking fault, man.
Right. Oh no, I know who to blame. I know who it is.
But Hyper Neil Stone. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. I try to. Dude, I don't. That Justin and Nate from Out of the Basement, when they have 300 motherfuckers in there, I try not to speak over Hyper. Let him talk. I try to let y'all. I want y'all to feel like y'all are part of the conversation. This shit gets kind of crazy. So just snagged the Allosaurus, dude. Connor did this to everyone, dude. Hooked me up with the Trosseraptor. Yeah, congrats on that. Star Wars Collective won that giveaway from Connor. That was awesome, dude. The Diplodocus, yeah. I'm the reason Doug bought that. I'm the reason Doug bought that. That dude, honestly, Hyper was mad at me because of Micro Galaxy. So
that's right. Yeah. Are you still doing Micro Galaxy?
Dude, I have not picked since the last one I got was the Darth Maul Nightbrother you sent me. That's really, man. I keep seeing that Pod Racer set, the 3-pack one, but I'm trying to wait for it to drop on clearance. I'm trying to at least 25 or 30. I
do love it. I just don't want to pay for it. You know,
I don't either, man. 35 is. I'm not going to say 35 is bad because you're getting 3 Pod Racers, but trying to wait. They can't. The Ghost was in the sequel. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, what? The Ghost was in.
Ghost was in the sequel? I thought it was in Rogue One.
No way. Rogue One. Is it really? I think it's. Yeah, that was right. It is in Rogue One. I forgot about that. Honestly, glad. Sorry, y'all. We're trying to catch up, man.
I know, Troy. You know, we try. I mean, you know, we depend on you guys showing up and doing this. So, you know, we want you to feel like you're part of this whole crazy thing that we got going on here. So, you know, we'll try our best to get to you.
100%.
Rise of Skywalker. Oh yeah, you're right. It was that was flying around at the end when Wedge showed up.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about. Dude, I haven't watched the sequels in a while. I need to go back through and watch them, unfortunately. But
I have to say, when Wedge showed up, that was kind of cool. I kind of like that, you know.
Dude, 100%. Hell yeah.
Wedge was like, what did he say? Like, good shot, Red 2 or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
dude. It just fit, dude. It just worked.
Now, you know that Dennis Lawson, who played Wedge, is Ewan McGregor's uncle in real life.
You know, Curtis in chat actually told me that. I did not know that until like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's so crazy, man.
Yep.
Oh, dude, a Dickosaurus. Dude, there's small Dickosauruses. There's big Dickosauruses. There's skinny Dickosauruses, fat Dickosauruses.
Hey, by the way, hey, speaking of, so not only was Dennis Lawson, was that?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Hyper. I wanted to. Good. Let the hate flow through you. I got to do my Palpatine. He made me do it, bro.
No, that's Southern Team.
Yeah, buddy. That's good, Hyper. His Southern Team. That was quick.
That was Southern Team right there. That was
Jesus, man.
Y'all do it. Y'all do it. All y'all gotta kill them Jedi.
Yo, you sound like there's a character named Arthur Morgan in this video game called Red Dead Redemption 2. You sounded like you were going for an Arthur Morgan right there.
Oh, man, yeah. Okay,
that
right
was
on.
Funny. I'm sorry to interrupt you. What were you saying, Hyper? My bad, man.
What was I saying? I was saying something about so we were talking about Dennis Lawson being Ewan McGregor's uncle in real life.
That's right.
And then it hit me. I saw this. I was watching something in the middle of the night when I was in between phone calls at work, and I never realized that Porkins, the pilot, was the CIA officer who met with Indiana Jones in the library before he went on the mission to grab the Ark. Afterwards.
No shit. I didn't know.
You know the guy who goes, top men. Like, we have top men working on it. And he goes, what men? Top men. That's Porkins.
Yo, no way, dude. It's been years. It's probably been a good 8 or 10 years. No, maybe not that long. It's probably going to have been a good 6 or 7 years since I've watched an Indiana Jones film. Too long. But, dude, I did not know that. That's crazy, dude. That's pretty fucking
all
cool.
Those pilots, like every single one of those pilots is in like Indiana Jones, E.T., like all of Jaws. Like, they just recycled all those pilots. They're like all kinds of background characters and minor characters and all the other Spielberg and Lucas movies. It's kind of funny.
Man, Spielberg is so awesome, dude. He's just he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, hell yes, Star Wars Collective. A Porkins Black Series figure.
Oh yeah, Troy.
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh,
Yes.
dude, that's the selfie series for me. I'm just kidding. No, dude, I would totally, all seriousness, I would totally buy a Porkins figure, 100%, dude.
Oh, definitely. That would be that would be front and center on the shelf. Porkins. That's just an
Damn
awesome
straight.
one.
Dude, how sick would he be posed up next to Wedge and Luke? Like, come
Oh
on,
my God!
man.
Right?
Come
Yes.
on, bro.
Right.
Come
Right.
on.
No, but knowing Hasbro, they just used the Gamorrean guard sculpt
Oh,
and painted orange.
what are you talking about? This is a new skull. This is not the Gamorrean guard.
Look at all this new technology we
This
have in
new
this.
deco and stuff. Look at this.
Why does he have a fucking leather strap over his chest? Movie accurate. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, he'd be deluxe. Oh yeah.
It would be deluxe.
Oh yeah, brother. He'd be a deluxe for sure.
That's right.
So you defend the Black Series, but oh my God, Lord Sosa, Jesus. Hey, Mama Amanda, it might get to the point one day where we may need mods. Who knows? That would be interesting for sure. But hey, if y'all haven't yet, appreciate all y'all hanging out with us. It would help us a lot to hit that like button. Would very much appreciate it. I hate to kind of like pitch it like that, but just we do appreciate doing this with y'all. And if y'all hitting like just helps us get the show and the video and the algorithm more, so we can connect and talk with some awesome motherfuckers like y'all. So
hey, I was just curious. I don't know, for those of you who might have watched my last videos, I've tried to make them a little bit more interactive, and I add some like subliminal messaging during the course of the video, and I didn't know if anybody picked up on it, but I'm going to try something new. Starting with the next video that I release, there's going to be hidden clues in each video that I release, and if you pick up on the clue, there's going to be a drawing for people who get the clues, and then a winner will be selected at random if you pick up the subliminal clues that I put in the videos. So whether it's a diorama video, a custom video, a Power of the Force 2 video, it's just a way to encourage you to watch. So so stay tuned. But if you watch those videos that I release, you might see a keyword, or you might see a phrase or something that might be you might want to make note of it and write it down for a drawing that we're going to have. So there's that. What is going on over there?
yeah, cool. Dude, so I'm not, y'all know I don't like to advertise or talk about it much, but so I got one of these. This is a Tyson code. So Mike Tyson started his own line of like marijuana, his own marijuana line. So he's got like wraps and gummies and all this shit or whatever. Dude, this cone, it's this thing, it hits, man. It hits. It just, whew, boy. Usually I can burn on a joint and just tote that thing down. Me and my brother would smoke blunts, but this thing is, I'm not a chimney like I used to be. I'm nowhere near like my brother was. Dude,
well, it's already knocked you out twice.
Dude, that's why I'm like, hey man, I gotta be kind of professional. Fuck, I'm trying to. Jesus, what am I doing?
Hey, I like that one.
Have a blast with y'all. Hell yeah, dude! I'm so glad that you do, man. We appreciate all of y'all being here. Appreciate you, Doug. How would be
a good Batman villain? I like that.
No, Lord Sosa. Hyper is Batman, bro. Hyper is Batman.
No. Oh, that would be. I would love nothing more than to go down in history as a Batman villain,
dude. Lord Sosa, I know Batman. I loved Batman growing up, and whenever Lord Sosa sees some Batman, he thinks about me. He's like, you kind of got me into McFarlane kind of recently, and I've been having more McFarlane pickups. I would call myself a McFarlane collector, not just dabbler now. But he was like, dude, you don't have any Batman in your collect. Thank you, baby. My wife just brought me a Gatorade. But he's like, you don't have any Batman in your collection. And I was like, you know what, dude? The only one I had was the Earth 2 Batman. That was it. He was like, dude, you need more Batman in your collection. And then, dude, Lord Sosa, if you've seen Hyper's Batman collection, holy fucking, he has got so many, not even only but just McFarlane in general, but so many Batman specifically. It is fucking, I just want to like, dude, oh, it's an amazing collection, man.
The Batman collection is pretty dope, man. Like, yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of my collection. And I dropped that Batman collection video on Halloween, and since Halloween, I think I've added 7 more Batmans. So we'll do a collection update video on that if people are interested in that. But yeah,
7 goddamn Batman figures. Can y'all hear that shit?
7 more. 7 more.
7 more, not just 7 more. And this dude's got fucking 30 goddamn storm. Like, Jesus, man.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Goals,
when I gave up the Marvel Legends, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna pick up McFarlane Batman figures, and we'll have fun with that. And now it looks sick. It looks sick.
There's this one guy named Zooboy. He's on the Monday Night Figure Ball podcast that I watch. A lot of the guys in chat watch. And honestly, dude, you and him are the reasons that I got more into McFarlane. I know it's funny because people call it mid-Farlane because there's some things about the McFarlane figures that aren't good or perfect or whatever. But you can say that about many figure lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you and him, y'all really got me into McFarlane, dude. It's a fun line, and if you can focus on just buying what you like, you don't be as disappointed when you're like, oh, this is shit. Like, dude, just what we were talking about earlier, just buy what you fucking like. That's really what it comes down to.
Well, when it comes to the McFarlanes, I only buy Batman. Very seldom do I pick up another one, but I try to stick just to the Batman because when you have a collection that's all just one figure or one character, it really is striking. I think it's, it really kind of shows a dedication. It's harder to collect all of one character than it is to collect all the McFarlanes,
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Doug's got a few Batmans.
Well, all right, Doug, I got to know what Batmans are you doing? Like import Batmans or McFarlanes? What do you got?
You know what? I'm actually going to grab here. Y'all yap for a minute. I'm going to grab 2 McFarlanes real quick.
All right. So basically when it comes to McFarlane Batman, I try to grab original sculpts. I don't try to buy all the repaints of each sculpt, but okay, there we go. Oh yeah. So look at those.
This one on the right,
awesome looking figures, man.
So this one
the one in your right hand, that is that is the Earth 3 Batman, something like that.
No, you're right. You're Earth 2.
That's Earth 2. Okay, yeah.
This is Thomas Wayne instead of Bruce Wayne. This is actually his father. Bruce dies in the alley that night, and actually Martha becomes the Joker in the Ultimate Universe.
Right, that's nuts.
This is a sick cost. It's just a sick cost. The red eyes, dude. And I actually played with this skin in one of the Arkham Knight games.
Yeah.
And then this is the Nightfall. This is my Batman, dude. When I think of Batman, this is what I think of right here.
That's such a good one. I remember your review on that. Yeah, you liked that one a lot.
Dude, thank you, dude. If it wasn't for you, man, I wouldn't have jumped all these as soon. And then this Batman right here is already fucking like $60 on Amazon and shit. And I got it for $22 on a Target shelf shopping with my wife. And then this one was you can get this one for like $12 off Big Bad. I think I got it off Amazon for like 15. But
I don't buy toys for their I don't buy toys for their value because to me, I collect them to collect them. It's not really about secondary value.
Exactly.
But
we'll put these back.
But with certain McFarlane figures, specifically Batman, there's others, but Batman McFarlane figures can get pretty expensive on the secondary market. So, if you were going to collect expensive figures or, buy on prospect, McFarlane Batmans aren't a bad way to go because there are a lot that are really expensive, so that's not a bad way to go for an investment type of figure. But I don't do that. But I know a lot of guys. I've got a lot of friends who do buy McFarlanes for their retention value.
Oh yeah. Hey Troy, Connor, I meant to reply to your comment earlier. I haven't vaporized anything in a while, but that's nice, man. Hell yeah. Nice to have a good vaporizer. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Where did you get your shirt? Oh, hey, Troy, I got it on sale for like $18 off Amazon, but I think it's like $22 right now, like $21.99. So I think it's on Amazon still right now. It should be, and they got all the way up to fucking 5X. So shout out to that person because, like, dude, it's when you start getting past 3X, it's hard to find. And obviously, like a 3X fits me. A 2X is a little too tight, but man, I just like a 4X. I feel nice in a 4X. I feel comfortable. So,
hey man, Troy, I'm with you all the way. Play with them until the day you die, right? Like, you know, I'm always down in my collector room, actually, like playing with the things. You know, I totally get it.
Yep, that's what they're for, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Mom, we got some dirty Sprite. That's what our stuff is called. Oh, Hyper. Someone asked something real quick. Where's Jacob's comment? Right here. Does McFarlane have a Christopher Nolan Dark Knight version of these? Do you know, Hyper?
Yeah. So they did. Well, there's like a Bane Build-A-Figure, or what do they call it? Collect and Connect or something like that. But they've done the Heath Ledger Joker. They've done a couple of different Dark Knight Batmans. They have a Scarecrow. So yeah, you can find them. They do have the Dark Knight Christopher Nolan figures, not just Batman, but several of the figures. But I don't have. So I'm not the biggest Christopher Nolan Batman fan. I'm not a huge fan. I love the first one with Liam Neeson. The other two I didn't care for too much.
He was Ra's al Ghul, right?
Say what?
Wasn't he Ra's al Ghul in that? Liam Neeson? Okay.
Yes.
Yep. That was a good one.
Oh, the League of Shadows. That whole ninja clan was so awesome. You know. You bet, man. No problem. Yeah, so just be on the lookout for them. I'll look through my collection. I don't believe I have any of those, but yeah. Yeah, seriously, Joe Rogan moving the mic around all the time.
That's funny you say that. Brian, look at my little tag. I've had this like here for a couple shows now. The Black Series Joe Rogan, motherfucker. That's funny. Hey, Jamie, pull up Globeki Tepe, man. Have you seen these black bears in North America? Jiu-jitsu. I actually want to learn jiu-jitsu. I'm not even bullshitting. I can hold my own, but I want to learn like technically how to fight. Did
you hear when Bill Maher roasted Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Say what? No.
I'm just quoting.
Fuck, dude, you got me. I was like, I know that motherfucker. I was like, he is not challenging DeGrasse Tyson. I was like, are you serious right now? That was good delivery, Hyper. Holy shit.
We just put a little zinger in there. Yeah.
There's no way, dude. That's right, Brian. The Black Series Joe Rogan of Star Wars. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's right.
Oh, dude, Brian, I love it, dude. Oh, yeah. I know, brother. I know, man. I wouldn't have it any other fucking way, dude. We got to give each other shit, man. You hear me and Hyper talk our shit every couple of minutes.
So you know what's funny about Bill Burr, Troy, is he's from Massachusetts. He always talks about he's from Massachusetts, and he's from not far from where my wife grew up.
True asshole.
So many people.
I didn't know he was from Massachusetts, so that's interesting.
Yeah, he's from Massachusetts. So, and so many people from Massachusetts can't stand him.
Oh, it's like that. I got you.
They can't stand him.
He's not one of us.
Oh yeah, because you're like you're telling the world all of our secrets. Stop telling the world all of our secrets.
Yeah.
You know?
What is Fall River hype? I want to know. Educate me. What do you know about that?
Oh, you're in Fall River. Okay, right. Okay, so Troy, I didn't know you were in Fall River.
So y'all are close or something? Are y'all kind of close?
Like an hour away, Troy.
Oh, okay.
Troy, let's go to the Borden house, and then we'll go to Tequila Lime for Mexican food.
Yeah, y'all should meet up, dude. That'd be awesome.
Do you like that place?
Yeah, y'all are
Tequila
super
Lime
close.
is a great place, man.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So
my family's from New Hampshire. I was born in Florida. Okay, interesting, Connor. Cool.
Okay, all right. So wow, we got all kinds of New Englanders up here. Yeah.
Damn, that's interesting. Yeah, y'all are all kind of close in a way. Very interesting.
Right? I had no idea Troy was from That's right. I'm down, dude. We definitely got to get it.
Oh, dude, yeah, I would absolutely love that. I feel like that would be such a great time. Me and my wife just got to be able to get the time off for work. I feel like that would be such an awesome time to meet up with y'all and just go hit up comic shops and Targets. That would be so cool, man. That would be so awesome.
So I bet Troy knows.
No, I cannot.
I bet Troy knows if he knows Tequila Lime, the restaurant, the Mexican restaurant there, then he knows that it's like the most beautiful woman on planet Earth who works there. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh my God, dude! Like, so anyway, he knows who I'm talking about.
Lady Hyper. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just talking shit, man.
Right. So, oh yeah, Troy, stand by. We're gonna get together, man.
A toy vault. Yeah, y'all should totally do that. I feel like that'd be such an awesome time.
Troy knows exactly what I'm talking about too.
Oh Jesus, y'all are a trap.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, all right. Enough about that. Let's get back on track.
But we got show, right? little teeny. This is a Star Wars show. That's right. Okay, so next up on the rumors, or this is not rumors. This is actually among leaks. Then we'll jump back and forth between leak and rumor. But this is actually leak. We have pictures of a new Mace Windu face sculpt and a new Sidious face sculpt, where they're both like screaming like an open expression mouth. So we're thinking speculation it's going to be maybe Palpatine orders like a pre-Order 66 Palpatine Mace 2-pack. So
well, it's 2005. What better time to bring that one on, right?
100%, man.
2025.
I'm with you.
Right.
Man, yeah. I wish it was 2005. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. But no, man. So the photos, they don't have paint. They're just like, they're very rough, pixelated pictures that someone in the factory got or something. I don't know how it goes down, but they are pictures and they look okay. Like they always do a good job with Samuel L. Jackson. All the Mace face sculpts look really good.
Always, right? Yeah.
They really do. They nail his likeness very well. The one thing they need to make sure they do, especially with a colored character, is they need to hit it with that matte spray, man, because you'll just get too much of that. On a white character, it's already bad enough because their complexion is already so like pale. But when you're dealing with a colored character, it's just like they just look. They need to do the matte spray is something they need to do on every figure. To be honest, it really pulls in that detail. You can see more detail when the light isn't bouncing off of the paint. Like, dude, hold on real quick. I have a good example of this. So right here, I really fuck with the X-Men, especially growing up and since X-Men 97. Right here is Storm. And I'm blanking on fucking why am I doing this? Bishop. Thank you, dude. They both are such well done figures, and both of these faces have a matte spray on them.
Yep.
And you can really see all the detail. Like Storm is beautiful. Bishop looks like a bad motherfucker, dude. Like absolutely awesome figures. That's something that they need to start doing on every figure, in my opinion. But
well, I'm really excited. I did not know about this Mace Windu Palpatine face sculpt news, so count me in. I spent a lot of time talking about being selective this year, but I would definitely make room for that 2-pack, especially if it's the quote, final dual Palpatine Windu thing. Yeah.
And I think, dude, the way that it looks, it just feels like it's like. And that's another thing that's cool too. Is like there's so many individual scenes that they could flip. People are like, "Oh, the Black Series is running out of characters." Yeah, maybe so, but not even still because of new media. And there's still some characters they could go back from the OT and visit, and there's still some prequel ones that we could hit on too. But like, there's also new media always coming, and we can always go back and do deep cut characters and different looks like they did for 3 3/4. Like, I'd be cool. I still want like a Phantom Menace blue costume Padme, because that's what she wears during the entire movie until they make it back to Naboo or whatever. Like, she spends most of the movie in that outfit. They're on Tatooine and she's in that outfit. Like, so I feel like there's so many other variants and outfits of the characters that they could do as well. So I'm getting a little bit off track. We were talking about Mace and Sidious. I got off track a little bit. But I was tying that in. It's nice to get scene specific representation, like getting Sidious, that version of those characters. Like that version of Sidious was in my top 10 for Revenge of the Sith that we just did 2 weeks ago. It was where he's wearing the black. It's like kind of like a red color. Then he just puts the black cloak on. Give us an alternate head where it's like the normal Palpatine face, and then the like deformed Sidious face. Like, dude, that's a twofer right there. I'll buy two just so I can display them as a regular Palpatine and then the deformed one. Like, that's an easy one that they could get people to buy two of. But the thing is about doing it with a 2-pack with Mace is then you're going to kind of like, you're kind of limited in a sense. Then you're like, people, in order to get like a second representation of that version of Sidious, you got to get another Mace Windu that you already have. Right, and most people don't want two versions of the same Mace. Just me thinking like that.
First of all, that Lord Sosa comment was awesome, by the way. Just
sorry,
absolutely.
I'd love to go to comment stores and walk with y'all and first announce attention. It's a Stone Man and Hyperdrive collections in this motherfucker, and get your shit before y'all walk in. Dude, that'd be so. Dude, honestly, if we ever do that one day, like we should vlog that. Like all those little versions. I feel like that would be so fucking fun, you know?
It would be hilarious. It would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be, dude.
Yes. Lord Sosa, you're our official town crier.
Hey, he's the one to do it too, dude.
Hear ye, hear ye. Yeah. So
anyway, next
no, I'm with you, man. First of all, in the year of the 20th anniversary for Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine has 1, 2, 3, 4-ish distinct costume looks in that movie, right? There's at least 4 distinct Palpatine costumes in that movie. Each one of them is worthy of getting done. Like, you know what I would like to see? I would like to even see, with the way that they do overlays now and the way that they have removable heads and stuff like this, what about like a pack, like a 2-pack, and you get one buck, like one body buck, like a Palpatine buck, and then you get like 3 Palpatine outfits and 2 different heads, so you could almost like mix and match the overlays and do like the red cloak, the black cloak, the lightning hands. Like, there's so many cool things that you could do, and imagine the customizing opportunities for a kit like that or something, where, in other words, you're getting 1 figure buck, 3 outfits, and a couple of accessories, and you sort of make that so that you can have 3 different Palpatine looks out of one multi-box type of package. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see something like that. And I remember way back in the Revenge of the Sith line that Hasbro did, they had those types of concepts where it was almost like a quick change outfit, or all those types of things. Like, and they could revisit that with modern technology and do some really cool stuff, I think.
Dude, if they did end up doing that, and like you could have like 3 different variations out of one figure, dude, I'm the kind of crazy motherfucker that would buy 3 Sidiouses so I can display all 3 looks. Like, I am that guy. I would buy that shit, Yeah. Not to mention people like you who may be limited on space and like, okay, I just want one, but now I got 3 representations of it because some people like, I like how you do your shelf hyper, because I know you kind of like go in and change it up. It's constantly, you're bringing new stuff out of display, and you do it very like, yours is very clean and your eyes drawn immediately to it. So a lot of people, they actually have so much stuff that they have to like cycle out their collection and like put up new stuff, put some stuff away. Like, so, even doing like that, you're like, okay, well, I'll display them as this, interpretation for like 2 months, 3 months. And when I get tired, okay, I'll put this one on. Like, it just adds some variation to the figure itself. Like, dude, just even add an alternate hands. I was talking to you about this a couple of days ago, because me and Hyper have been talking so much the past 3-4 days about all this shit. But alternate hands, man, like, you know how much that would change a fucking figure, and like just the different more poses you could get out of it. That would alternate figures and blast accessories. Those are the 2 things that I think we need to make like have more prevalence in the line. I think that would just do so much.
Well, let's all be real, everybody. Let's take a moment and acknowledge that, first of all, when it comes to cycling out displays, Stone is going to have, like, This is my Pleistocene era collection. This is my Jurassic era collection.
Here's my Cretaceous, my Jurassic.
This is the Cretaceous collection.
Dude,
right, exactly.
That's awesome.
This is going to be hilarious. He's going to have like 700 dinosaurs, and he's going to have to do it by ages. You know, like
so I'm going to try to give you a little look-see real quick.
Oh yeah, what you got there?
Little peek for treat your shelf.
Dude, it's twice as big as the Star Wars collection.
dude, they take up so much fucking room, dude. Like God. But hype.
That's funny.
Fuck, man, I'm so, dude, I'm so fucked. There's so much fun, dude, and like I was obsessed with dinosaurs as a kid, and I just like I don't know where my mind has been gone, just so in the gutter with Star Wars. Like seeing Connor's shit, I was like, dude, fuck, man, I forgot how cool dinosaurs fucking were, and like, why did I forget how awesome and how much I liked them? Like, dude, it took over, man. It fucking took over.
Well, I think I've said it maybe once or twice on the streams, but I've been calling him Professor Stoned lately because
dude, yes.
Like, all he needs is like the tweed jacket with like the elbow pads, and I'm gonna send him a little bow tie.
Dude, I swear, if I will wear that when I have dyno pickups. Yo, exactly. That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be so wild.
Great, right? Like Dr. Grant over here, you know. So, anyways,
hell yeah, man. Hey, one more thing I do want to say. Thank y'all for being here with us tonight. So, yeah, I know we need to get on track. I'm sorry.
That's all right. No,
that's how you know we're having fun though, because we're getting off on fucking tangents. So Hyper, there's actually two coming up that I think you're going to be super excited for. Supposedly we're getting a Snow Trooper Commander and a 327 Star Corps Trooper, Grunt Trooper. Don't know if it's going to be like an updated Bly or anything like that, but as far as we know, that was on Lucas's monster leak list. It was a 327 Star Corps Trooper. So, as first starting off with those two, I wanted to go ahead and knock two out in one thing. I'm pretty excited about that updated Snow Trooper because I don't have a Snow Trooper in my collection at all, and those have kind of priced up a little bit. What's your opinion on a new Snow Trooper?
So I want everybody to imagine that Jean-Luc Picard gif where he's like this and he's all excited, you know, Star Trek. Yeah. Right? Okay. That's me. That's me. Yeah. Every time you say the word Snow Trooper or Black Series,
yep,
things move here with me. You know what I mean? There's
tripoding, bro.
Seriously, right? There's movement, all right? And so
how is the Snow Trooper? Because I don't have that figure. Is it really that bad of a figure? Like, does it? Because Greedo is an old figure from 2013, but honestly, it's a good figure. It doesn't really need. I'm cool with it. It moves it moves well. How does this? What's the Snow Trooper like, dude?
Snow Trooper is so. It is a thing of beauty to behold in its static form. Okay, and it just suffers from being like a 2014, 2015 figure. So it doesn't have the articulation you need. When you think of a Snow Trooper, you think of that sort of modified Weaver stance. You think of him on his E-Web blaster. You think of him maybe going back, falling down, like real action-oriented, rifle-oriented posing with that figure. Yep. Maybe even more than the Stormtrooper, because the Snow Troopers were on screen for like 40 seconds, but they were absolutely just stone cold killers, right? Everybody loves the Snow Troopers. And so you want to reflect that on your shelf with the posing and things. And that figure just is too old where I can't, it's time for there to be a serious update. Having said that, if you just want a vanilla pose, just a vanilla Stormtrooper pose or a Snow Trooper pose, it looks great. Anything farther than that, you're going to have to struggle quite a bit. It's just not well articulated. The comma, the waist comma is a super hard rubber plastic. It's not as flexible as they are now. So, you know, it really kind of suffers from being very static. So the thought of being able to add 1 or 20 new snow troopers to my collection is very appealing. That is very exciting.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hey
man, we gotta flesh out the details of it, bro. Because I don't have the snow trooper. That's why I was kind of wondering. That's why I don't really know how it feels in hand. So I know Hyper has the snow trooper. Because bro,
I do.
I'm not paying I'm not trying to pay $60 for a fucking 2014 figure. And especially because of like what I've heard about it. I just don't. I love the snow trooper, and honestly, one day I can't say I would never do it. It just hasn't been. I haven't wanted it bad enough to do it, I should say.
Right. Yes, the articulation sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, we were getting into it. I was trying to let him. I was letting him cook for him. I really like the fine details of it all.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I actually seen. Yep, got the Spinosaurus and the Stegosaurus, full size Stegosaurus, coming to the Hammond collection, dude. It's gonna be
the life size Stegosaurus next week.
Oh, I'm getting it, dude. It's funny. I seen a commercial where they were. It was like shipping wars or whatever, and they were shipping these dinosaur fucking life-size statues. They were pretty cool looking, but I was like, I just randomly start picking up all these dinosaurs and then randomly for the first time see this shipping wars commercial, and they were just so happen to be shipping life-size dinosaur sculptures. I was like, what the fuck? That's so weird. Like,
that is weird. When life imitates art. Yeah.
Ooh, Titanosaurus. Ooh. Damn, that would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. Count me in for the snow troopers. I'll take them. And in my head, that's one of the rare exceptions where I would want the E-Web blaster cannon as well. Like, I want that,
dude. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. For the snow trooper, it would just go. It's a necessity, man. And I know we're kind of lacking on accessories in the Black Series, but that would just be. I'm totally down. Now, I think it's a snow trooper commander, but that being said, I still want a snow trooper, and if it's going to be on an updated, that gives us future possibilities for a grunt snow trooper. So I'd be down for that.
I would love to see like a 3-pack, like they did with Qui-Gon, Maul, and Obi-Wan, with 2 snow troopers. One could be a snow trooper commander, and then the middle section of the package could be the E-Web blaster. So you get like 2 snow troopers and the E-Web. There you go.
Good use of the box. Yep, that would be sick.
They would sell those all day long.
That would be so awesome. Oh, 100%, man. I'd probably buy 2, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's the commander, but you can fudge it as a grunt if you really wanted to.
It's so subtle. The commander thing, I don't think they didn't even know they had a snow trooper commander until maybe like 2018. I'm like, oh my God, really? There's a snow trooper commander?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard that. I'm not saying I know everything, but like I've never heard snow trooper commander before.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there was that scene in the AT-AT, General Veers. He like gives the order to the snow troopers. Okay, but when I was a kid growing up, I didn't notice that there was like 1/18 of an inch blue dot on his helmet. Like it was just another snow trooper,
Right. Exactly. So, we got the one and only Matt Bryan in chat. Hey fellas, hey chat.
What's going on, Matt Bryan?
Been watching Silent, I reckon that means. Great show. Wanted to pop in. Well, thank you very much, Matt. Appreciate you hanging out with us.
Very much.
Saying hey.
Matt, I've check your mailbox this week.
Uh-oh. Yeah, man. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us. It's always nice to see somebody so big in the community. And Matt's got awesome. If y'all are watching me and Hyper stuff, y'all probably watch Matt's. He's got awesome reviews, man. And he just seems like a really cool guy.
Matt's channel is awesome. And so Matt's just getting a little something from Hyperclaws. That's all. It just took me. I'm a month late.
Hyperclaws. I know.
Hyperclaws.
Hyper's going to be opening up his February Christmas present from me. Fucking dude, it was just like it snowed here. It got crazy. Like in South Carolina, dude, if we get any kind of hint of bad weather, people buy up all the bread and milk and act fucking stupid as fuck. Like they have all common sense goes out the window in South Carolina. I don't know what it is when a storm comes through, man. We just lose our shit. And it did that like 2 Wednesdays in a row because last Wednesday we actually got snow in South Carolina. We didn't get much, like not even an inch or anything. But people just act bananas, man. Like then Martin Luther King Day was Monday, so I couldn't take it to the post office. So it was nonstop, man.
It's so funny because so I get we're talking back and forth about the snow, and actually, I think South Carolina got more snow than Massachusetts did, but everybody's cold right now. Like it's been cold endlessly everywhere, And so Stone sends me this video the other day, and he's like, "You're not gonna believe this. There's snow. There's snow on my truck," and I'm like, "Okay." So he goes out and he's like, "Look at it," and there's like 19 little snowflakes. It was so funny, and he's like, and I'm like, where is it?
I know, and you were like, "Oh, we got 2 to 3 inches, not much." 2 to 3 inches of snow, bro. What the fuck?
Oh no! Listen, Troy knows. Troy knows that's nothing around here, man. And Brian out in New York.
The fact y'all live in that shit, bro. One day it was fun. It was snow is beautiful. I will give y'all that. It is something to look at. It's fun, but one day was enough for me, man.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Troy, that's why, you know what though? Hey, maybe this is the new weather pattern. Maybe you'll be buying 18 snow troopers for next snowstorm, right?
It's so funny you said that, Hyper, because I'm literally thinking when I was sent you that video and I was walking back inside after sending you the video, I was like, damn, it'd be kind of cool to just pop a couple of snow troopers out here and take a couple of pics. But I was like, fuck, I don't fucking have a snow trooper. But like, I thought that would be so much fun, man. Like out in the snow,
Oh yeah, man. Well, hey, play your cards right. Get those snow troopers.
Hey, and you'll be ready for next year. Hey,
it's 19 snowflakes.
It gets pretty. Oh, sorry, I don't get only 2 to 3 inches. Man, that's a lot, dude. But Troy, that is actually it is my truck, but it was my brother's truck. That was his 95 CK Chevy. Got it all jacked up. That was how he was. Matte black, had subs and shit in it, and that is
a nice truck, dude.
It's awesome, man. You can't beat those old 90s Chevys, man. They're dependable. It's got a 350 engine in it. It was my brother's pride and joy, so it's a very special truck to me. So, and it looked so good in that white snow. It looked so good, dude. I had to take a little video of it. I was like, damn, man.
So I got a funny little story about the snow, and so Troy, who lives in Fall River. So I went to the Lizzie Borden house about 10 days ago when my son was still here. We did the tour. And we were taking some pictures and everything. We walk into the house, and when you come in through the front door, and it's this crazy story. If you don't know, it's like the 2 people got axed to death in this house, and it's nuts. And the tour is really cool and everything. And of course, the place is haunted, or it's supposed to be haunted. So it's cold as hell outside. I mean, it's like, Troy, remember last week in Fall River, it was like 1 degree outside for like 5 days in a row. Like it's just so cold, and the wind was howling. So we come through this haunted house. We're in the lobby, and we're learning about, like, there's the couch that he was killed on, and all of this, and there's this dead corpse that they've laid out on the couch with blood all over it, and there's a hatchet in his head. They really do it all up, right?
Oh shit!
And right as we walk into the main room, the front door of the house blows open, slams open, and this massive cold gust of wind comes in all the way through the Lizzie Borden house, and it's like a 30-mile-an-hour breeze of like 1 degree air.
I'm out.
People pooped their pants, man. It was just the wind, but just in that atmosphere, it freaked people out, man.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. Yeah.
That's some fucked up. That shit's. I don't know about that, dude. Connor wants to know, what's the scariest thing you've seen while ghost hunting? I don't even want to know.
So I go with 2 people. So once in a while I go with my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is a cop, and he's a really, really good ghost hunter with me. And we actually stayed the night at the Lizzie Borden house, just me and him, and we did a whole investigation. We had the whole house to ourselves. That was a scary night. And people are like, do you catch stuff? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. The Lizzie Borden house that night, we didn't really catch anything of any significance, to be honest. We didn't catch anything. And we would do like, so the basement of the house is where she was like washing the dress that she had on that was covered in blood, and they found the hatchet down there and all this stuff. And it's creepy down there. It's really creepy. And there's a wash basin like in there that she was supposedly washing all this stuff in. And Dan and I would take turns going down into that basement for about an hour at a time by ourselves. And then the other person would go up in the attic, and we'd be like trying to ghost hunt in the attic and in the basement.
No.
And going down into that basement all by yourself, I'm a 52-year-old veteran, and that is some scary stuff. Like he's a cop, you know, and we were both like, this does not feel right. Like, so the one thing that did happen when we were there, so we go and we buy this rubber axe that they have at the gift shop, right? And we're like, well, let's see if something can happen with this. Like, so we go into the living room, and they take at that time when they set up for the nighttime, when you rent the bed and breakfast out, they take away the bloody mannequin and they like throw it in a closet, but it's still like in the closet, you know,
dude.
And so Dan, the cop, is on one couch, and me, I'm on the other side of the living room, and we're taking this rubber hatchet and we're just throwing it back and forth in the living room, and like just kind of like taunting, just seeing what happens, like. And all of a sudden, like, nothing happened, but he just looks at me and he goes, we shouldn't be doing this right now. Something isn't right about this. And he's like, I feel like I've just done something so unforgivable in this living room where they got murdered, you know? And you're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be throwing this friggin' hatchet around where they got chopped up, you know? And so we stopped right there, and we were like, okay, just no more of that. Like that, there was just something not right about it, you know? And like I said, there was nothing supernatural that happened other than just knowing that you had crossed the line. You just crossed the line. Like it was almost like somebody tapped you on the shoulder and was like, don't do that, you know?
Yeah, that's weird, man. You won't see me doing that. I don't have the balls for that shit, dude. I'm man enough to say that. No, ain't no fucking way.
My wife is also a very, very good investigator, and we went to this place in Sudbury, Massachusetts, and it's this old inn, and I can't even. So that was the one time we actually got something. We got two pieces of crazy evidence there. And one of them was we were on our way out. We had spent the night there in the most haunted room, and it was kind of quiet overnight. And my wife was taking a shower in the bathroom, and it's kind of like the inn is so old, you don't have your own bathroom. You have kind of like a bathroom that's shared by two rooms. And she's in the bathroom showering, and I decided while she's there, I'm going to try to communicate with the ghost named Jerusha, this woman. And I'm like, Jerusha, I've been here for 24 hours. I haven't seen anything. I just want to know if you're here. And at the exact moment I say that, the latch on the door unlatches, and it's one of those like arm bar latches that just like comes out, and the door swings open like really violently and then shuts, and then the latch goes back on the door. And I'm like, whoa, I don't even know what to say about that, you know? So that was insane. That was insane. Like right out of The Conjuring type of shit.
Now, my wife would probably enjoy that shit. So if Troy's about Stone to come so we can go, bring some bun to calm the nerves. Doug said he'll hold my hand.
Right.
Dude, the only way I would do some shit like that is if there's an ass of people, because I am not a horror guy. I was telling Hyper earlier, he was telling me about Nosferatu. Dude, I am a thriller threat, like like slasher suspense type like guy. I like camping movies that gone wrong or like shit like that. I don't like that possessive, demented, like I can't do that shit, bro. That paranormal ass shit. Nah, dude.
It did in fact, Troy. Yes, it did. It did.
Dude,
Yes.
how could it not, man? How could, dude? I mean,
they're still tingling, right?
Dude, any kind of space, I believe in that shit to an extent as well. But like, man, when something like that happens in a space, there's energy that's held there. Like it's, I don't know, just knowing what's happened there, and then y'all are going and doing that shit. That's some crazy shit, bro.
Wild. Yeah. So it definitely. I would definitely go back. I would definitely go back to the Borden House and do that again. I would definitely go back to the Wayside Inn and do that one again.
Yeah.
And I've done several others. That was the only time I ever really got any sort of, we've been to a lot of like real legit haunted places. No, there was one more that we did this summer. So in Boston, I don't know if anybody's into this. Do you guys want to hear this, or I don't want to take everybody's time.
I mean, Connor asked about what was the scariest thing, and we kind of went off on a tangent. But like, dude, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, dude. We got Star Wars to talk about. You're doing your own thing. Chat's having a good time. I don't care, bro. You ain't bothering me. I'm vibing.
Well, look, I'll just tell you this last one, and then I'll never speak of it again unless people want to talk to me about it.
I think it's cool, man. I'm vibing. I'm chilling.
So there's this one place, and it's the Liberty Hotel in Boston, and the Liberty Hotel is this gorgeous, like Marriott, super high end, one of their signature collection hotels, whatever. My wife and I got a free night there, and she's like, "Hey, you want to do it? It's supposed to be haunted." So I'm like, "Okay." So we go this past summer, and what I didn't realize was the Liberty Hotel used to be an old jail where they used to hang people back in like the 1800s.
Oh shit!
And you could still see elements of the jail, like, and they still had the scaffolding where they would like hang the ropes, and like the where they have like weddings and stuff is like the old prison yard, and they still have like it's kind of wild, like it's wild. So long and the short of it is, nothing goes on. It's awesome. The whole place turns into a huge nightclub at night. Like there's like 8 different levels. It's a super cool, awesome place. Nothing happens. I wake up, as I always do, at like 4:45, and I go get my cup of coffee from the lobby. So now I'm like, okay, did the Red Sox win? Like it was like preseason Patriots game stuff. So now I'm like, all right, I'm thinking about like going for the day and everything. And I'm just sitting down in the lobby all by myself having a cup of coffee. I'm not thinking about anything. There's nobody down there with me. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. So long and the short of it is I'm on my phone, like doom scrolling through all the news and stuff. And I hear the elevator open. And the elevator is like maybe 20 feet away from me, like on the other end of the lobby, or I'm kind of like in a chair in the middle of the lobby, and then the elevator's 20 feet away from me over to my left. And I just hear the elevator door ding open, and it's like one of those old school elevators, so it's like a ding, like an old bell type of ding. And I just sort of instinctually turn over there, and this friggin' softball-sized glowing fireball comes out of the elevator and takes a left down the hall and just goes right through the wall. And like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, it took me a moment. I thought there was a fire. Like I thought, I was like, shit, the friggin' hotel's on fire,
Yeah.
And then I realized, no, I just saw this thing like fly down the hall and just go through the wall. And like, all I know, I didn't get it on tape. I wasn't even thinking about it. Like I wasn't even thinking about any of that. I was done, like, and I could not believe what I had seen. And That is a true story. Like those are the only two things I've ever seen on all the times I've gone. But that place had weird energy to it, man. So there it is. There's my two stories.
So just real quick, I'll rival do this real quick. Just you kind of jogged my memory. My wife, girlfriend at the time, her family used to own a beach house down in Isle of Palms, Charleston, and where they were at on Isle of Palms, there used to be soldier barracks there and shit like that.
Yep.
Well, in one of the houses, one of the guys, I believe he committed suicide by putting a bag over his head and suffocated himself to death, or something like that happened. And everybody who stayed there, it was this cool open space floor plan. It could hold like 20 people. It's like almost like a little, like it was a really cool little. It was like 2 blocks from the beach, like less than like 300 feet from the beach. But that being said, there used to be barracks there before they knocked it all down. The hurricane came through there, I believe. What was the hurricane of the 90s? Hugo came through there and wiped out. It really hit South Carolina hard. But people would have weird experiences, like hear glass drop in, or like the cabinet doors opening and shutting, and then go in there and nothing's in there. One time, I heard all these stories about people saying this shit, and I believe in spirits and energy and all that. I'd only happened one time. Me and my wife were staying there, just us, and we had a weekend. We were just chilling and shit. I had a bunch of bud with me, of course, just kicking it. We were watching Dual Survival and going to the beach, just kicking it. And we go where the master bedroom was. It was underneath the staircase. And dude, I swear, me and my wife were going to bed one night, and it sounded like somebody was walking up and down the fucking stairs. Mm-hmm. And I was like, my wife was like, "Do you hear that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm kind of freaked me the fuck out, man. Like, I'll face any man. I don't want to fight a bear or a ghost or any man on earth. I'll take a punch from Tyson. Let him knock me the fuck. I don't fuck with bears or animals and spirits. That's intimidating. Spirits and animals, that's intimidating, dude. You ain't doing shit. People are like, "Oh yeah, if I fought a grizzly, I'd have just, bro, you ain't doing shit if a grizzly's coming. Let me tell you that. You're done."
I'll tell you what, man, and I don't know if some people would agree, but people are like, "Oh well, you have these experiences because you want to have them," and I'm like, "Well, no shit. That's why I'm here. I went here and I spent money to go sleep at the Lizzie Borden house or the Liberty Hotel or whatever. Of course, I want to have that experience. You don't always have them, but we've been to a couple dozen, and twice I did, like twice out of like 25 times.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's
25 times, Hyper?
You've been twice out of 25 times at all these different places. Yeah.
Oh, God, you've been that many places doing this?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Dude, wow. That's crazy, man. Fuck.
So, but like, it doesn't happen all the time. In fact, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't. But once in a while, it does. And when it does, you just have to go, okay, what just happened?
Yeah,
I don't know what to call
100%.
But
no, I feel you, dude. Yeah. So I believe you, dude. I was staying there. I'm not looking to be freaked the fuck out while I'm going to bed and shit. Like I wasn't looking for that experience, but that was the first time where I was like, damn, that was like a crazy encounter, like spirit wise. I didn't feel like family or something like that. I was like, damn, I don't even know this motherfucker. And like his energy is around. I don't know. I believe in you, man. They're even like Connor and Troy, they're all like Doug. He said something about burning sage earlier. Me and my wife love burning sage. Like all that stuff is legit, man. Energy is real, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to the stuff.
Yeah, we'll get back on it. That was just our tangent, and it's something that I do, and I thought maybe some people might like it. So
maybe one day chat would be cool with this. Maybe one day we can just do like a Q&A, or like not even a Q&A. Maybe one day we can just have like a chill stream where we all just talk about whatever. Me and Hyper have actually been talking. We haven't talked exclusively about anybody, but we've always toyed with the idea of having a guest on, and we would love to like start having a guest on every once in a while. I feel like that would be a lot of fun, and we could kind of talk a little bit closer one-on-one with everybody, let y'all be heard as well, because y'all get to hear me and Hyper yap our gums all the time. So
hey, welcome Off Kilter Collectibles. Hey Timbo, what's going on, man? Wow, we got a lot of people in the chats tonight. It's nice.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yep, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight.
So definitely do like a round robin open mic live stream one night.
Yeah. Obviously, Star Wars is like why we're all here. We all love Star Wars. We've been talking about Hammond Collection and what we talk about Marvel Legends. We talk about everything, man. What we're all into. That's what I think is fun. But obviously, Star Wars is all of our main passions and focuses. But I just think it's always fun. It's fun to kind of maybe one day we can just have a chill stream. It doesn't have to be like we can just have a chill stream.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. So hey, so we still have some rumors and stuff to get.
Oh my good dude, so many rumors, y'all. I'm telling y'all that list released from Lucanus Monster that he got was just insane. So, we talked about the Snow Trooper and the 327 Star Core. So next up, I wanted to talk about we're getting into some Revenge of the Sith shit, man. So we're looking at a brand new Anakin and Obi-Wan, which me and you were kind of talking about, and some version. We don't know what version, but a Revenge of the Sith Padme. So, we know what Anakin and Obi-Wan are going to look like, unless they do some kind of random like lava scene fight where they're burnt up. But they're going to give us the regular looks. We kind of know what they expect with a brand new Obi-Wan and Anakin Revenge of the Sith. They're classic robes. But this is my main concern, dude, and I want to hear your in chat's thoughts. The Padme figure that's coming. What look do you in chat, y'all as well? What do y'all think? What look of Padme are we getting from Revenge of the Sith? Because she's got a lot of outfits in that movie, dude. Not a lot of screen time.
My number one would be I would want pregnant Padme. Because that would be a real different kind of figure to have, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would be a real I don't have any pregnant figures that I know of, like
it would just be a unique figure.
That would be a cool one. I feel like that'd be cool. You could do, maybe something kind of like a Padme R2 2-pack. I can see them doing something like that with pregnant Padme and R2 coming off of the Royal Starship or something.
Dude, I think you're really fucking spitting and cooking right now, because that would be such a good way to get the Black Series R2 back out, because that thing, he's like $40-$50 right now, which is and he's worth it. He is. I know he's not a Mayfix or anything, but man, that is a good Black Series figure, man. It's perfect representation for him. As far as a $25 figure can go, you just can't beat it, But that would be a good way to get R2 back out there to do a Padme 2-pack. That's really brilliant. I wouldn't have even thought about that.
Because when I think of Revenge of the Sith, I kind of think my brain always goes to arrival on Mustafar, Obi-Wan, Anakin, lava, choking Padme, and R2. Like, R2's kind of part of that whole thing to me. Like,
100%.
So I would feel like that would be a really cool one to have for Padme.
100%, dude. I totally agree. Yeah. Brian, show some respect. Talking about dead Padme, bro. Gee, golly,
that would also be hell yes.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting, man. Little sneak peek for. I actually went to Target last minute with my wife. Little early sneak peek.
Oh hell yes,
dude! Mm-hmm. Man, I'm excited. I don't. Well, just in case. We won't talk. We'll wait for Treat Your Shelf.
Right. Okay. All right.
So getting to chat, dude, I really like what you were saying about doing the Padme R2 2-pack. I think I don't think Hasbro would actually do it, but I think that would be a good idea to get R2 back out there and to give people more incentive to buy, because some people might be like, oh, Padme figure pass, but like I feel like Padme is super important. She's the mother of Luke and Leia, I feel like representation for her is important. But the outfit on Mustafar, that kind of like bluish, that would and then like you said, pregnant Pat, that would be a good way to show her baby bump,
Right. And if Hasbro's listening, we're gonna take our what are we taking, an 8% commission on that one? That's our idea right there. Right?
Damn straight. Yeah, that's right. Hyper gets 7, I get 1. So 7 to 1% is his idea. I just get to tag along for the ride. But Troy, dude, hey. There is nothing. I would take a statue. It doesn't even have to be a figure. Red dress pet. I was just talking about this, dude. Yeah. The imagery from Phantom Menace is just like so rich and like when you see that red dress, it just and you see Darth Maul's eyes and like his it just screams Phantom Menace, dude. That would be so perfect.
Off Kilter Collectibles, yes, they did make one pregnant Padme in the 4-inch line for the Revenge of the Sith line 20 years ago. There was a 4-inch one. In fact, I was just gifted it. The channel, someone gifted me that figure, and I just opened it. So there is a pregnant Padme 4-inch figure, but yeah, obviously nothing in the 6-inch line.
Chat is going off. Fuck, dude. Like
I know, seriously.
What Connor was asking, I forgot. Connor was asking mine, your opinions. His girlfriend was asking our opinions on The Last Jedi. And then people were asking, like, nah, Connor's trolling us. Connor, chill. I was like, wait,
yeah, no, listen. I don't think I need to explain my thoughts on The Last Jedi.
You're making me ask. So, okay, man. Okay, so to Connor and Alligator Wrangler's girlfriend, Connor's girlfriend, Alligator Wrestler. I think that sounds cool. The last dude, honestly, Force Awakens is my favorite of the sequels, and I'm not a big sequel fan. I try not to just shit on them because, like, as far as the music, the cinematography, they are good films. It's just the lore. It's hard to take in as a hardcore Star Wars fan because the lore gets a little scratchy around 8 and 9 when you go from Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi. It gets a little wonky in there, and it's hard to look past as a hardcore. I'm not a little bitch baby like some Star Wars fans are, but you can see a lot of the shows like Bad Batch and all they're kind of gearing towards that direction of trying to make the whole Palpatine clone thing make sense. You know, that's the direction they're going. Right. It is what it is. I wish they could take it and make it Legends, and then, well, I've already said what George Lucas was going to do with his sequel trilogy, but I'm not going to get on that. We're talking about Last Jedi, so let me spit it out. It's not a bad film. It's got good parts to it. There is cool elements to it, but it's not something that if it's on, I would sit down and watch it, but it's not something that I'm going to put on. Maybe that's the basic way that I can go about saying. If it's on FX or something and it's on TV, I'll watch it, but it's not a Star Wars movie that I would initially like go out of my way to watch, if I'm being honest. What's your thoughts?
Kareen, welcome to the channel. Hi, I'm Hyperdrive. And Cody is wrong. That movie sucks. That movie
fuck me nice, dude. Damn.
That movie is now listen, no. Okay. It started out with yo mama jokes and ended with a stable boy sweeping horse shit out of and you go, what did I just watch? What just happened there?
I forgot about that part. Yeah,
and I'm like, and I'm still in recovery from it, and this is coming from someone who I loved the Force Awakens. I thought the Force Awakens had so much promise and such a fun way to introduce the characters. It was a little bit like more than a little bit like A New Hope, but I didn't care. I was on it. I was on board. They got me. You know, the death of Han Solo, that kind of hit hard, and I'm like, okay, all right. You know what? We're going down this road. Okay,
dude, I cried. When he died.
Right. The cliffhanger ending with Luke Skywalker, and then for 2 years we all waited for the next installment, and then it was just like, what just happened with this movie? I'm watching Rose is like freeing racehorses. What is going on?
I forgot about all this. That's right, because they kind of take away from Finn and start focusing on. I forgot about that, dude. That's right. Damn. I haven't watched those movies in a long time, man. You got a point, man.
I agree. Kareem, I agree 100%. Ruined it by changing the writer director when they switched. That was the kiss of death. Now, okay, yes, there were some parts that were kind of fun to watch, but overall, I just, man, that movie just like it was like a bolt of lightning came down from the sky and just like torched the script. I don't know what happened, but it derailed. That's my thought on it.
I was trying to find Matt's. I seen you uploaded your Luke Skywalker. I haven't been on much on YouTube today, but I'm definitely going to check that. I wasn't excited for Luke because man, me and Hyper have been talking a lot about that Luke, dude. I don't want to say trashing it, but me and Hyper are not pleased. I think I can speak for both of us. We are not pleased with that face sculpt for Luke at all. The hair is wrong. The promo pics look better than the actual in-hand pictures that I see, but Leia looks amazing. We are, dude. I know how you feel about Leia, dude. She looks fantastic.
Well, first of all, Troy, thank you very much, Troy. Very kind of you for that donation. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Much. Yeah, thank you so much, dude. Yeah. Thank you very much. A super chat. Very kind. Very appreciated, man. That means a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, so what were we talking about there, man? I forgot what we were saying.
I was talking. Matt uploaded his review for the new Luke Skywalker, and he said he's about to upload Leia. Yep, he just recorded a review for the new Leia today. Nice figure. If Matt's saying that, I know it's legit. So that's good to hear. I haven't opened her up just yet.
So Matt, if you own the SH Figure Arts Leia, Princess Leia Organa figure, the white one, is it as good as that one? Because I own that SH Figure Arts, and that is a work of art, that figure, in my opinion. It looks like it's up there. It looks like they really did a nice job with that one. But the biggest problem I have with the Luke figure is it doesn't even hold the binoculars. I can't really get it to hold the binoculars.
That's wild.
Like
that could be user error, though.
Remember back in the day, like with the Power of the Force 2, there'd be one hand that was like this, and then one hand that was like this.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this? That they did. You're like, oh, and they give you like all this stuff, and you're like, great, we've got this hand going on, and you're like, that doesn't help. It's not helping me. So.
Well, Corinne, thank you for joining. Your boyfriend's channel is awesome. He seems like an awesome dude. We enjoy his stuff a lot. He seems like a cool guy. We appreciate you hanging out with us tonight as well. Pregnant Senator Padme with the dress. Yep, that'd be cool, Outrunner. Delete. Hey, man, I love prequel deleted scenes. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with everybody. My apologies, y'all. Could have in there. It would have been better than what we got. No, they were talking about. What were we talking about earlier?
We were talking about like the Force Awakens and Last Jedi and all that stuff.
Just not a cohesive story, but I'm not going to dog anyone. Matt said it perfectly right here. It's not a cohesive story, but you're not going to fucking hate on anybody because they like it. Like that's so many people's introduction to Star Wars. Like, so fuck it. Who cares?
Like you couldn't have said it better, Matt. That's true because
yep.
I don't like the movie, but I'm ribbon stoned about it. But if you love The Last Jedi, we can still be friends. That's cool. Like, it's not going to ruin my life, so we'll just have fun talking about it, so
my mom really likes The Last Jedi, and she likes Rey. She kind of likes the sequel, so I also have tried to temper my respect and stuff on them a little bit.
Right.
The Last Jedi, Timbo says, it has some cool parts, like each sequel movie, but the story was not my cup of tea, and I wish they would have had a plan before making all three. And man, they switched from, I forget how it went, but it was like between J.J. Abrams and Ryan
Johnson.
Ryan Johnson, that's right. And then the story kind of got tossed. Thank you, Hyper. The story kind of got tossed up when they switched directors between whatever movies it was, and it just totally threw off the story, man. But they should not have done that, man. If they're going to do a trilogy, they should have. Disney's just been so weird, man. You should have some kind of contract worked out where you're like required to have that person finish. Who knows what went on behind the scene? I'm not. There's people smarter than me doing that job. It's just weird, man. Like a couple years ago at the Disney Celebration, they announced like fucking the Lando Calrissian show. They announced like 14 different shows, and like 4 or 6 actually are a thing now. So it was just like Disney was kind of just pulling shit out of their ass a little bit, especially around that time of the sequels because everything was so discombobulated with Star Wars Disney for some reason, dude. It was a really weird time when those movies were coming out. And I, as a Star Wars fan, I can remember because what brought me back, me and my brother and my family, was The Mandalorian in 2019, man. It was like a Star Wars Western, dude. And that was, if it wasn't for Mandalorian, I don't know if I would have. We always will watch the original 6 movies from George Lucas and Clone Wars. That was like a given, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting off on a little bit of it. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too much in a tangent.
Well, you know, having said all of this, and I know we're talking about Revenge of the Sith stuff, but there's still an awful lot of sequel figures I would like to have in my collection. Like really well done figures. Like, does anybody remember the Crimson Corsair, the red guy, the pirate, and his little buddy Quiggled? And they were going to take Finn to, and then Finn was going to work with them, and then he left them to go back to Han, and he was super cool looking. Those 2 space pirates were awesome.
Yeah, man.
And he had like that stingray looking red head, the Crimson Corsair, like, you know, that figure was fantastic looking. Well, that was an awesome. Some of those alien characters in Maz's castle were top flight looking characters.
Yeah, it felt like you were submersed in the galaxy. They did a really good job with Maz's castle.
I mean, even on Jakku, there were some of those. There was almost like a Jawa with like a trap jaw. Really, really cool looking.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that would be. I would buy that figure in a heartbeat. You know, so you know, again, you can kind of make your own stories with the figures when they come out and all of that. And you know, I know they're not on anybody's top 10 list, but sooner or later they're going to revisit the sequel trilogy and make figures from it because
they're actually getting an update. That's actually part of the rumors too. They're doing supposedly they're getting like Rey, Finn, and Poe, all the main characters. They're actually getting photoreal updates.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because it's the 10-year anniversary of The Force Awakens. So I feel like fans of the sequels deserve to have their figures. You know.
Sure. I mean, I would be the first one in line for a really nicely updated, rearticulated, new from the ground up Stormtrooper, First Order Stormtrooper.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I'd love to see.
You're not alone.
Yeah. I'd love to see one done like one of these. You know, like imagine a First Order Stormy with that type of articulation. It would be fantastic.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know? So
wanted to hit some Mama Mando. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you very much.
So much. Connor, thank you very much.
Yeah, 3 super chats in one night, y'all. Thank you all so much. It's really appreciated. Just not necessary at all, but y'all still continue to do it, and it just means a lot, man. I promise we're gonna do something cool. I mean, Hyper's almost at 500 subscribers. I'm sure at some point we'll figure out. Remember, I want to keep doing something special for y'all because like y'all showing up just makes this just so fulfilling, man. It's just awesome, man.
That's like 3 more dinosaurs at least. Right?
I like where your mind is at, brother. I like where your mind is at.
3 more dinosaurs.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Right. Exactly.
You're damn straight. Damn Skippy.
Right. So.
Mando got you back in again too, Troy. Dude, you're an enabler, Hyper. I see what you're doing. Doing.
Listen, you know, yeah. New Leia head sculpt might be better. Really? Okay. All right.
Damn, that's a hot take.
That's encouraging. That's a hot take. I love it. All right.
Me too.
I don't doubt it. because the SHF Leia is old. So, you know, hopefully, like if this makes any sense at all, it should be better, right? So, you know.
Off kilter, when did that figure, how old is Hyper, if you know too, or anybody chat, when did that figure come out? Because even the Luke Skywalker SHF, it's an 8-9-year-old figure. And that one, I'm not a big fan of the joints on SHF, but if you pose it right, you can't see them as bad. But man, that head sculpt on the SHF Luke Mark Hamill, the Farm Boy Luke, it looks really decent.
It's the best head sculpt I think I've ever seen in my life for a Star Wars figure. I'm that much of a fan of it. But I know they're not for everyone, but man, oh man, you know, they got it right 9 years ago. You know,
why can't they do it now?
Nail it now. You know,
Timbo said something earlier about Then off kilter. Sometimes the Black Series, it's hit or miss, and then it's sometimes in the mid. They're so random with it sometimes. But Tim was said something earlier about them taking on the Farm Boy Luke. They get the Yavin head sculpt and pop it onto the Farm Boy. That might actually be because the Yavin Luke is actually pretty cheap and easily available.
Yep,
that would be a good option if anybody's thinking about doing that. I think that would be.
You might have to modify the peg neck whole thing a little bit, but that's okay.
True.
You can do
it. On the peg size and the dumbbell hole and all that stuff.
Right.
That's
Wait
true.
a minute. Hold on. Troy is saying, look at the Revenge of the Sith anime Anakin. What's that? Is that a new figure coming out?
Where do you see? Right at the bottom. Revenge of the Sith anime. Oh shit! I've seen anime Batman and shit, and they look fucking sick, dude. Have you ever seen that anime Stormtrooper? It's like a samurai Stormtrooper.
I've got all the Star Wars Stormtrooper, all the Star Wars figures of that collection.
Of course you do, but I think that's
so
cool because it's like Star Wars is so heavily based on Japanese, like samurai. So it's just cool that they did that. It's a cool collaboration. It makes sense.
All right, I'll bust them out. I'll bust them out tomorrow. I'll take a video so you guys can see them.
Please, dude. I'll watch that fucking 2-3 times. Shit.
Okay, you got it, man. I got it. I've also got a lot of the Marvel ones. I've got the Marvel ones too. So,
dude, oh yeah, bro, yeah, I would like to see it. Don't get me wrong, I'm liking your Power of the Force serial number stuff. Keep doing that. Don't stop what you're doing. I just love I want to see more stuff, man, because I know you got some shit packed away.
Oh yeah, no, I'll bust them out tomorrow. We'll do it up.
You're off kilter.
So, yeah.
SHF face hit or miss. Gotcha, man. But the SHF Leia like 5 years ago, I believe, was a little older. Okay, I hear you, off kilter. That's cool, man. Anime collection. Sorry, catching up with you, with all of y'all. Got a couple Luke head sculpts that have blow away, but they're customs. I think I paid like $40 a piece, and they're pretty nice compared to stock heads. Yeah, sometimes, man. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Unfortunately. Okay, looks like an animated like the Clone Wars 3D Anakin. Troy,
okay, I got it. I got you.
I would honestly, some people would probably like, this is a hot take. If they did like a sub line for like animated style, like we could get an animated Count Dooku and Obi-Wan and like
I'm there. Yeah,
I would buy into that. I think that would be cool. I think they would honestly do better with the animated sculpts, better than they can with some of these. Don't get me wrong, Hasbro's been doing a phenomenal job with these face sculpts. The Jesse Tamora Morrison, the brand new Rex looks good. Ahsoka the White, they've been killing it as far as photo reel goes. I'm not saying that, but I think they would just kill it with the animated style as well. Okay.
Has anybody heard about the rumor about a Southern Teen release? Are we getting Southern Teen for the 20-year Revenge of the Sith?
I think it's a South Carolina Target exclusive. Pro shops.
Right. Cabela's is proud to introduce. Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I miss living in the country because it was more easily accessible to like land to hunt and stuff like that. Man, I miss being outside, but I like getting deliveries. I like getting Wi-Fi. I like doing this. I wouldn't be able to do this if I was living in the country, man. Because where I was living, they did not even have satellite service. Was just it was just not practical at all. But anyways, my bad. Got a little off track. So supposedly, we're getting
Troy Ponkrell. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that is so fucking weird. I was just saying Ponkrell. We're getting Ponkrell. Or it's rumored. It's rumored. We're not getting it. It's not. Let me slow down a little bit. It's not. It's rumored to be happening. What now? Tell me that being what is Dexter Jester's species? A basilisk or something?
Oh, I don't know.
I forget his species. Anyways, I feel like that would be really cool to have, and like with the 4 arms, and he's a bigger stock. He's bigger than Dexter Jetster. He's jacked. I feel like I would pay deluxe price or more for a figure like that. To be honest, you got to think it's all that extra plastic. He's already going to be a bulkier figure, and he's going to have extra appendages. He's going to come with two double-bladed lightsabers. I would be willing to pay up to $45 for that. For a Ponkrell, if it's done right. And with aliens, dude, they just they knock it out the park, man. And if they could deliver that, I would pay like $45 for a Ponkrell. I'm not even shitting. Oh damn!
I hope I hope that's all we pay for Pong Krell.
Yeah, 60 would be like, he's not that desirable of a character, but 60 would be like my limit. But the Umbara arc is so sick in Clone Wars, dude.
Oh
That's
yeah,
arguably one of the that it just goes. That shit goes hard when he's coordinating them. That's some Sith shit to attack their own brother. That's some Sith shit, bro.
Oh
Pong would have been a better. Well, he's not as powerful as Count, but as far as like evil goes, I think Pong Krell would have made insane Sith, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be there for that one for sure. That's a buy, $60 or less. But that's the thing with that character, you could see Hasbro shooting for the moon on that. You know?
It's funny, Troy, because we literally lived. We were disconnected. We were staying in the country. We lived in like a 640 square foot. That's all we needed. That's all we wanted at the time. We were very simple. We were outside a lot. But dude, we had 2 windows, and they were like commercial, thick glass fucking windows. Because it used to be an old country store before we moved in, and they didn't even open. So like, it was the only time we got ventilation was when we just country ass opened the doors, and the doors were just open. We didn't. Yeah, that's funny that you say that, Troy. But yeah, my bad. Anyways, Pong Krell, that would be absolutely sick. You said you'd be willing to pay $40, $50. Would that be a pickup for you if it happens?
Yeah. Yeah, let's call it like 55 max, right?
I think that's fair, dude. I think anything over 50 and they're kind of reaching, but 60, 55, I think is a very fair number.
Right.
And once again, I just wanted to show off these super chats real quick because there's been so many. Y'all chat has been going off, so I haven't had a chance to like kind of highlight them. But once again, thank you so much, Troy. Thank you, Mama Mando, and thank you, Connor, all so much. Really means a lot to me and Hyper, man.
It's awesome.
And of course, y'all just watching as well. That's what we care about, man. We don't need windows in the country. We have holes in the wall. Exactly, dude. Dude, we had a clothesline. We didn't have a washer or dryer, bro. Like, well, I'm not joking. We were country as fuck there for a while, like disconnected. We were like 10, 15 minutes from a hot, like that's not that bad, but connected from back road, it can be. But anyways, Pong Krell, we talked about Rise of Skywalker 10-year anniversary. We talked about the 327th Star Corps, Revenge of the Sith, Padme, Obi-Wan, and Anakin, the Snow Trooper, Mando, Grogu, new Mace, Insidious, Rod of the Hutt, Twins Hutts from Book of Boba Fett, Jedi Temple Guard, Embo. Those are all the figures we've talked about. And then last off, I should have said this, we're getting supposedly we might be getting a Commander Wolf from a 2023 buck. And another thing that I wanted to mention, that was pretty much it for the leaks and the rumors. Supposedly from yakface.com, from his, basically he said that Shock T, Luminar, and Sebulba are like showing shipping information that they're shipping in to Canada and the United States. So we should be expecting those within the next couple months, maybe, because those are 3 awesome figures that I think everyone is anticipating for, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be lucky to ever see any of those on the shelf, right? Like those are going to be instantly gone. I feel like,
dude, 100%. I think that's a day one pre-order for me. I don't even care if they go on sale. That's something I'm willing to pay full price for because I want to show. I want to tell Hasbro that I want shit like that. And when you buy it like that, right. I don't mind people that play clearance chicken, but when you do that, it sets a bad precedent because Hasbro don't give a fuck about what your reasons are. They just know that you're not buying it. That's the only thing they care. We're like, oh, well, they don't want to buy that. They didn't buy it, so we're not going to make that. I will buy any OT or prequel trilogy character at full fucking price. Day one pre-order, 100%.
Yeah, right. Me too. As long as they don't do the unholy thing like we talked about at the beginning of the show, where they mark a deluxe lineup so much that then they automatically mark up the baseline as well. You know, that's what I worry about. I've harped on it enough, but I do worry about that. You know?
Well, that's what you were just talking about when Doug was kind of aggravated. Y'all had the same sentiment earlier about the Marvel Maximum line, about the $60 Spider-Man. You know, where it's I don't know, like y'all said, it's kind of like it could be changing the precedent for how they're selling and releasing figures in the future.
Right. Yeah.
Can we get a Clone Wars kit? Dude, give me all the Jedi and their Clone Wars gauntlets. I want everybody.
Yep.
I will buy every single one. Hell yeah, Troy. 100%, man.
What was the okay, I can't think of his name. He was such a cool character. Not our Veb. Kit Fisto's Padawan.
That's right. Yep.
I want Not our Veb.
That would be cool, man. That would be. I would buy that. Jedi Alien. That's 100% a buy. And it's Clone Wars.
How you get Clone Wars. That's a 2-pack. You get the newly retooled big General Grievous and the Not our Veb. Oh my god.
Wasn't he a Mon Calamari?
Yeah.
So they kind of already have an idea, like, because Admiral Akbar, that's one of the coolest fucking Black Series figures ever, dude. It's such a good one, man. Yep. That would be a cool fucking figure, man.
Yeah.
Off kilter. It's funny you say that. Me and Hyper did a top 5. Well, Hyper had a top fucking 20 HasLab wish list, which was fucking awesome, dude. I had a measly top 5, but Spider Maul was actually in my HasLab wish list. I feel like that would just be insane, and I'm a hardcore Maul fan. I've said it before. If you're watching my channel, Hyper knows he got me this from Disney. Badass mug, and I mean, I got a tattoo of my boy. I have every Darth Maul figure except for the 20th. Darth Maul's my boy, dude. But Spider Maul, that's a day one. If they ever do that, I'd pay. I'm gonna say something crazy, bro. I'm gonna say something kind of wild right now, and I don't give a which none of y'all. I'm just kidding, but no, I would honestly, man, I would pay anywhere from 80 to 100 for a outstanding articulated Darth Maul. And like sculpted, like spider Darth Maul, like where he's got the spider legs and the extra grown horns when Savage finds them. I would pay ridiculous money for that. Now, if they couldn't do the articulation, I'd be cool with having like a statue, like say the base of his spider legs are minorly articulated, but like the torso, it's like a normal figure, almost like a centaur or something, a Maul centaur, except for he's got a spider body. Like, even if they can't make the legs fully articulated, I think that would just be insanely epic to fucking have.
I can see that being a HasLab crowdfunding project. You know,
dude, it would be the perfect HasLab. I feel like, 'cause honestly, some people would say it's a terrible HasLab because it's not expensive enough. Some people think that some people would say like, oh man, you need to be at like $300 or $400 of value before you call it a HasLab, which I kind of get. Like, what, Hyper, real quick, what would you think? And chat, y'all chime in too. What would be y'all's thoughts if Hasbro started doing a made to order figure line? What would you think about that? Well, that way they don't have to worry about losing money from a certain figure by making a certain produced amount, like hundreds of thousands of units or whatever, and they do it as a per pay basis. What would you think about that?
Well, first of all, I want to address like the idea or the notion that a HasLab has to be a several $100 project in order for it to be worthy. And somebody like me, I'm only speaking for myself, but what are they going to get? When it comes to a $500 or $600 HasLab project, I'm a one and done at that price range, right? I'm going to pick the one that I want, and that's that. Like I can't do that every year or every couple of years, So why not? Why couldn't they? I'm just sort of thinking out loud, but like if they had a HasLab at $100 and it was something really cool, like that Spider Maul that you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Well, then that's a lot more feasible for collectors who've been in the game a long time, who don't have a lot of space, and who don't have the type of money or desire to buy these huge products all the time. So maybe that's a way where they could do like a HasLab. I don't want to use the word tier because they already use tiers, but a level 1 HasLab project, a level 2 HasLab project, a level 3 HasLab project. So there's different HasLabs at different price points for people, kind of like the way they used to do the mini rigs back in the day. When I was a kid, my family didn't have the money for the big spaceships. I was a mini rig. I didn't even I had mini rigs because that's what we could afford. It was like a spaceship at a price point that my family could pay for. So, and they were great. I love the mini rigs from the olden days because that's what I could use. And I think maybe Hasbro needs to remember that not everybody has voluminous amounts of money to spend every year.
That's right.
So in answer to your question, I think that maybe if Hasbro would ever were to watch this, I would say that you could do HasLabs and do them so that they crowdfund to everybody at $100, and then half of those people at $250, and maybe 25% of those at 400 plus. So they're getting money at different stages,
right?
And that way, everybody gets what they want, and it keeps the crowdfunding sort of open. And because a lot of times too, the other thing with the crowdfunding that I don't like is, I know that they announce these things, but I live my life, and I don't, as much as I love this hobby, I don't hang on every word that Hasbro has. Like, I want to know, like, hey, it's a Tuesday in June. Let's go to HasLab and see what they're funding. I don't know what the release is. I'm not going to follow it with every ounce of my being. I just want to be able to look on it, see what's being funded, and make a decision on any given day, as opposed to waiting 2 years in between. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep. No, dude, you're spitting straight facts, man. You're spitting straight facts.
So I've always thought that Hasbro is so ambitious with these projects, and that ambition comes at an enormous price tag for people, and I just don't see how people are being more and more judicious with their money, even Star Wars fans. Yep. And I'm buying one cantina at $600, and then I'm done with HasLabs for another decade, because I'm not going to spend that much money, So if they were to just make it at different levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, I feel like that would be the best way to go. That way, it puts smaller projects that might appeal to fewer people on the table. So instead of releasing a Spider Mall general release at Target and Walmart for $100, they know nobody's going to buy that. But if they did a level 1 HasLab for that figure at $100, then you're targeting the audience that wants it and not wasting retail space. That's kind of the way I see a HasLab structure moving forward.
I think you're 100% on the money, dude. I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, I know for certain, I'm not into TVC, but like, I can't say, honestly, with the Rancor, man, it being $350, that would be tough for me to do. I'm sure me and my wife would work it out, like, come to understand, and I would budget for it and save for it. Obviously, like, I could make it work, but it's just like the practicality of it, man. Like, spending $350 on a fucking Star Wars collectible that's a 12-inch version of a 1/12 scale figure. It's just like, is that, I'm a hardcore fan where I want it enough, but is it just like, I just don't know if I could. I don't know, man. But then again, I just don't know how I feel, because I've never gotten a HasLab, because I see that Centennial from the X-Men, and it looks fantastic. I know there's some issues with it, Stan, yada yada, but even the newer Centennial looks good. I've seen the Ghost looks great, minus the new little nitpicks people have with it, like the no lights, and a little bit of like not a wash, or I don't know, man. Some of the HasLabs are really impressive, but I just don't know, man. Like, I just dropping that much money on that kind of stuff in one time, that's like you said, man, I think that's like a one and done thing. Like, if I bought a fucking TVC Ghost, I'm not buying no figures for probably a couple weeks or months. Right, exactly. That's just me. Like, I just can't. I can't drop that much money. I love this plastic, man, but like doing it sparingly, where it makes it more like a adventure, and like a dropping that much on something, unless it's something like a Rancor, that's OT. That's something where I'm like, maybe I can get into this. Maybe I'm willing to put my money so I can have this limited product that nobody else is going to have, and it's going to instantly like gain and continue to gain value. I for a Rancor, it just depends. Honestly, it just depends on how bad any certain person wants it. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Howrunner said something technically all the product that reaches the shelves is already paid for by the retailers. Hasbro could care less once it leaves the warehouse. That's why you've seen all them sales from Target and Walmart, man, because they're trying to empty out that inventory before the fiscal year so they can have space for shit the next coming year. Coming from I've been in a warehouse career job environment pretty much since I was like 18. So I'm just coming from a warehouse perspective. That's how I kind of saw that shit because there were some insane sales going on from both Target and Walmart. It was just, it was insane, man. We were getting that. We were over, dude. It took us like 2 hours to get over into the leaks, man. Do you? I would love to keep talking, but I know it's getting late. Should we go ahead and move into treat yourself? I don't know how much time you got left or how you're feeling.
We could probably do a quick little treat yourself. I'll give you another. We can do another maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I know it's getting late, and chat just be, man, y'all be chiming in, and y'all just make the night fly fucking by, man.
How many do we have in chat right now?
Dude, there's 13 now, but it got up to like 16, I think, or 17.
Yeah, it was flying all over the place.
Matt, thank you so much for coming by, man. I appreciate it very much. Me and Hyper both appreciate it. Thank you so much. Definitely check out your review on Luke and Leia. Looking forward to Leia very much. Everybody's saying
thanks so much.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm not rich. Off Killer says I like the Rancor, but I just didn't have the money and space, especially for people who've collected for a while. 100%, man. Ula would be awesome, Doug. Ula would be. I don't know if they'll do it. Just because of the slave aspect and the skin showing. It's very. Some people will argue provocative, et cetera, et cetera. Sentinel. I think that's sorry. Centennial, Sentinel. I get them fucking. Yeah, my bad, dude. Yeah. Hey, man, I've been hitting. Bro. You know what it is, Timbo. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. No, you're Sentinel. That's right. My bad. Like Lego prices are just crazy. Always get completely sold out of Lego. Yeah, dude. Those Lego heads are hardcore, dude.
Oh yeah.
Mama Mando said we had 18 at one point. Thank you for catching that, Mama Mando. Cool.
That's pretty damn good.
We'll get into treat yourself into this last comment. Off Kilter Collectibles kind of shows me that people will fork out for expensive stuff that they really like. Figures. That's what I'm saying. It just depends on how bad you want it. It just like how bad you specifically are wanting it. So it just what makes you happy, man. It's really what it comes down to. So, y'all, we are moving into treat yourself. It is getting late. We appreciate all of you hanging out with us tonight. We are 3 hours into this motherfucking stream. We had, dude, so many leaks. Let me just do. I don't know. Actually, I'm not even going to recount them, dude, because it was so much. Hyper, do you want to go first, man?
Yeah. So basically, my treat yourself is real quick because I bought 3 figures and 2 are repeats. So. It's pretty simple right now.
Right.
All right. So I bought these 2 Bad Larrys, and they came in just today, just today, and I now have 24 of the new 2020. What is it? 2022 Stormtrooper.
2020 Stormtrooper.
2020 Stormtrooper. 2020.
It came out in the Mandalorian Galaxy packaging for the first, and then they put it in the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi card back. That's the versions that I have.
It's the figure that I just can't ever get enough of.
It's so good, man.
To me, Star Wars is Stormtroopers, right? Like Star Wars is kind of for people my generation. I think a lot. You think of Stormtroopers, and being someone who loves Stormtroopers, that mold it's like cocaine or crack because I see them and I'm like I need another hit of that. I
see that white right there.
Oh my God. So 24. I have made a pact with Stone. Stone is holding me to no more than 30. No more than 30.
Yep.
1,000. But
we still agree 30 is not enough, but 30 before his wife gets too mad at him.
Right. So 30. So I got 6 more to go. I can get 6 more. And then finally, the figure that this is my figure of the year in 2024. All of I collect Star Wars and G.I. Joe and the Batman McFarlane's, and that's basically what I collect. And this figure was the figure of the year in all those lines. And that would be the GI Joe Iron Grenadier, the actual GI Joe Iron Grenadier. This has to be the coolest figure of 2024. It is if you're a GI Joe collector like I am. I mean, the helmet alone is so sick. It's so great. It comes off. It's got the removable helmet. It's got one of the coolest painted head sculpts I've ever seen. The detailing, it's all got the latest articulation. It's got swords, machine guns, extra this, extra that. It's the greatest GI Joe in my collection, the best looking GI Joe of all time in my collection. So those are my two pickups: the Stormtroopers and the Iron Grenadier. So
awesome
treat. They're short and sweet this week.
Yep, short and sweet, man. Damn right, like a piece of pumpkin pie with some whipped cream.
That's right.
Sorry, I'm hungry. I'm thinking about food. Hyper is one. Is there one other guy called Cobra or something? I remember him as a kid for some. I think you're right, Troy. Isn't there a Cobra dude?
Yeah. So Cobra's the whole bad faction. GI Joe battles against Cobra, and Cobra Commander's their leader. And then Cobra has they have the Cobra. There's all different. Cobra is sort of like the surname. So the Cobra Trooper, the Cobra Rattler, the Cobra Hiss Tank, the Cobra Water Moccasin. Everything is Cobra something, and that just determines what faction you're in from Cobra. And as a kid of the 70s and 80s, when that cartoon hit in 82, it hit hard. That cartoon hit hard. Like, I put Star Wars away for 3 solid years and focused on GI Joe. I mean, it hit that hard. It's some people might call it my dinosaurs. I mean, that might be the best way to put it. It's kind of like my dinosaur obsession that Stone has is my GI Joes. But it's a very solid backup to my Star Wars collection.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. And I'm not even, I do have this would be my first GI Joe review. I got this from Hyper. He got me my first ever GI Joe. It's the Iron Grenadier. He has hyped this figure up so much. I've seen a lot of other people amongst the community actually kind of mention this figure when I see GI Joe stuff. So I'm actually looking forward to getting this open. So that's awesome. Oh, yeah. And I know you were all about GI Joe, and while I said going off of that, I'm not a huge GI Joe guy, but man, I always enjoy your GI Joe videos. I watch them anyways, even though I'm not super. I just enjoy it. I just like to watch your stuff, man. To be honest.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad.
So
yeah, man. Fiona the Crocodile is awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to point that out to you. I remember when you told us that you got that, Connor, and we were like, "Oh yeah, of course you got it. It's got the crocodile in it."
That's right.
No, that's awesome, man.
And the 2 baby crocs too. The 2 little babies. Yeah.
That's dude. Some of that I seen one dude. It had like a wolf in it.
Oh yeah,
dude. Dude, I would get the GI Joes just for the animals. They look so fucking cool.
They're awesome. That wolf is awesome,
and it's articulated and shit too, isn't it?
The articulated jaw, tail, the torso, everything. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, dude, yeah, I would have a blast with something like that, dude. So I don't have I gotta. Mama Amanda says, Hyper, I gotta hook you up with my friends from Jersey. They have some GI Joe collectibles they're looking to sell. Oh, so they're really close, so y'all can meet up, dude.
We'll make that happen. We'll make that happen for sure.
Of course we will. Absolutely. We sure will. We will definitely make that happen, Mama Mando.
I need 1 and/or 2 new collectibles, new GI Joe collectibles. 1 and/or 2.
Yeah, he's fronting talking about 1 and/or 2. Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to make that happen, Mama Mando. But I don't have a whole lot of pickup. Last week I had a bunch of shit for Treat Yourself, but this week is a little bit more limited, and I will kind of run through it quick. I know it's late. Thank you all for hanging out with us again. It means a lot to us.
We're at 3.5 hours almost, man.
Dude, wow. Dude, those leaks and shit, man. And then chat, we were like, dude, the night has just flown by. Just a great fucking time as always, man.
Ghost adventures. We got sidetracked on the ghosts and everything.
Yeah, dude, we kind of went off on some cool tangent. I mean, it was because of chat, so that's better than just us doing it. Like, it's chat's fault. We'll just blame it on chat.
Right, yeah.
3 super chats tonight from Troy, Mama Mando, and Connor. So just been a awesome night, dude. Such an awesome night, man.
All right.
Check these comments real quick, see what y'all said just before I start this. Oh, dude, you know what? I think 319 is the longest we've ever gone. So we're breaking it tonight.
Oh my God.
Longest stone and hyperstream ever, man. Episode 9, baby.
All right. I promise they won't always be this long, but we'll yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is not going to be a regular thing. The typer might leave sometimes, and I might go for a little bit longer, but usually I dip out when he does. Just depends on how the night's going. Longest, it might be 329 actually, man. I think that was the one time where Hyper, he had to take his son to the airport, so he had to get off a little early. So chat was just lively and it was going, so I just kept it. Show just try to keep it rolling. But anyways, thank you all so much for being here. I'm gonna keep it pretty short and quick because I don't have a whole lot. But starting off here, speaking of McFarlane, man, let me get back to my microphone. Speaking of McFarlane, I grew up watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I wanted some representation for that show, which was also Dave Filoni worked on that. And people think it's just a anime kids show, but it's got a lot of elements of nature, philosophy, religion, politics. It's a brilliant show, and it's so well written. The characters have awesome arcs. Every character goes through something and like you get connected to in different ways. Just an awesome show, that very underrated show that came on Nickelodeon back in the day. So this is Aang right here for those of you that don't know. Awesome McFarlane figure.
All right, yeah.
You've probably seen that before with the arrow on his head. Don't watch that god-awful movie. That's for fucking sure. And right here is arguably one of the most fan favorite. We got Sokka here. Got to get him some cactus juice to drink. It's the quenchiest. My Avatar: The Last Airbender fans would know what that means.
So the Netflix show is awesome. Season 1 was awesome.
Dude, I've heard a lot of good. I want to watch it. I've heard good. Me and my wife actually saw it. That's good to hear. I can't wait
for Season 2. Yeah, it's awesome.
So I got Sokka here. He's got also comes like. Speaking of accessories and lack of accessories in the Black Series, check out what Sokka comes with. He comes with his boomerang because he's the boomerang guy. He comes with his boomerang like sheath that goes over his shoulder. He comes with the Water Tribe like axe. Got some good paint and detail on it. I like the curvature on like the blade itself. And he comes with this like it almost looks like a Booma, like a Gungan Booma, you know?
Yeah.
But it comes with that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 accessories that come with the figure, and it was $22. Sorry, I wasn't talking to the mic, but $22 for a figure, which actually I got it on sale. It was like 12 or $13 off eBay or Walmart, I think. And then last off is other than Sokka and Aang, I don't know. All the characters are good. I like Toph too, but Zuko just looks so badass, man. This is Zuko, the main protagonist.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
And there's some nice texture on this figure. It gives his armor like a really cool, intricate look, man, because the Fire Nation was based specifically off Japanese culture. Because like the Earth Tribe, Water Tribe, and Airbenders and the Fire Nation were all based off different elements of Asian culture. But the Fire Nation was based specifically, even their like architecture in their land was based off Japanese culture. So just very, very cool, man. Like Water Tribe was Native American. Earth Tribe was damn, I used to know it all, but I'm forgetting. But super happy to have Zuko. He looks great. Love it. Hey Doug, what the hell are you talking about? Okay. Oh, y'all talking about Dragon Ball? Anime crap. Oh, here goes Doug, dude. Nothing's good enough for Doug. If it's not
Doug's
Star
going
Wars,
off again. It's your turn, right?
Wow. Okay. Wow, Doug's hating. No, I know, dude. I love when Doug gives shit. It's so funny in Monday Night Figure Ball. He be giving those boys shit when especially Zoo Boy, because he just collects so many lines and does random shit. Doug, you're funny, dude. Hey, thank you, Off Kilter. Have a good night, man. Thank you.
Doug's like the sniper. He just waits in the weeds. He's just
dude. That's exact. Yeah, right? Dude.
And then he just pops up, and he's right. Exactly.
He real quick. He also comes with a set of alternate hands, and I got him for like $12 off Amazon. Then was walking around Ross with my wife and saw him for $5.50. I was like, damn. Then he comes with these 2 accessories, like a fireball flame and 2 like flame daggers. Pretty cool. They're all right. It's not nothing to write home about or nothing, or rant and rave. Next up is something sentimental. My mom was cleaning my brother's room, and this was actually my brother's. It's old Haynes used to be a actual mechanic. You could like different automotives and stuff like that. They like GMC or Chrysler or what the fuck ever. So it's pretty cool that my brother had this. It's got like an old Ollie sticker. I don't know where the fuck he got it, but it was in his closet in his room, and the Millennium Falcon was his shit. So it's really cool, man.
Really cool.
It's awesome, man. It's got some really cool detail with the Falcon in here, and it's like really cool fucking pages and diagrams and blueprints and just extra information. I'm really looking forward into like reading it a little bit, maybe expanding my knowledge on the Falcon itself, you know?
That is a cool book. Wow.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. And little fun fact for those that don't know, the Tano 4 that you see in the beginning of New Hope, that was actually the original design for the Millennium Falcon, but then it changed to this. So what an iconic design that became, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
They had no idea when they were making. I'm super excited to it's very cool, man. It's awesome. Very, very fun.
Later, it doesn't have to be right now, but send me a picture of that book cover. I'd like to track that down, actually.
Yeah, of course, dude. If I find something too, I'll send you a link. Like if I find it on eBay or something, I'll definitely.
Yeah. I'd be interested in that.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off kilter says. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just checking chat one more time. Oh, look at the love in here. Where the hell has I don't man? Hey, Wasso lives in Germany, dude. So sometimes he be staying up till like fucking 4 or 5 in the morning. So he be a trooper sometimes. Oh, he said actually it's probably that's right. That's why, Troy. I know it's tough for him. Those couple of times he was just showing support. Wasso's a trooper, man. He's got some cool stuff on his Instagram. Hyper, you need to start your Instagram for your page too, man.
I'm baby stepping into it.
Hey, man, your editing skills, I think it's awesome what you've been doing with your videos. Keep it up, dude.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Keep it up, man. Yeah. Next up, got this in my local comic shop. Oh, dude.
Classic.
Another leak I forgot about. Supposedly we're getting an updated Obi-Wan Kenobi, too.
Yeah.
So I totally forgot. And then, of course, right when I buy this one, and then last week.
I would say probably of all the rumors, I'm probably most excited about that Obi-Wan, the old A New Hope Obi-Wan. That's just my scene. You know, I would love to get a new one of that.
It needs to be done, man, because the only way you can get the photoreal version, I think, is with isn't the only photoreal that comes with this Obi-Wan, isn't it the 3-pack Cantina?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, I might be bullshitting.
Right. Nope, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, because the one I have the 40th A New Hope or 77 on card, and it's not photoreal either, and neither is the red and black box.
Yep.
This
Mama Mando. Yes, I do have an Ollie's about an hour away from me, but I go there maybe once every 3 months or so. I have to pack up the covered wagon and head west, and I go there. It takes me an hour and a half, but I make it. So when I leave this barren, icy wasteland for a little while. Yeah.
So I scored this at my local comic shop, LT Toys, and the Hoth Princess Leia finally for $15.
That's a great figure too. I like that one a lot.
This is one of the best likenesses for her, except for since the new one, the Princess Leia, the New Hope 77 version. But
it's a great figure, and I've always liked the goggles and the little welder thing that she comes with. That's really cool.
Hell yeah, dude! Like this is simple shit that they could be doing nowadays, man. Like why don't we get 2 or 3 accessories with a blaster? It's that simple, man. You know?
I know, really.
But I want to start building out my Hoth shelf a little bit. I want to start like having a little bit of Hoth representation. I don't have Luke or Han, or this is my first Hoth representation. Because like I said, I've been seeing this Wampa at my local comic shop, dude. I've really been eyeing it. They got it for $55. I think I'm going. I haven't seen it any cheaper than that on eBay or anything. I think I might have to go cop that because I want to start getting my Hoth representation going. You know?
Oh yeah.
$15, man. I was pretty happy about that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And then just tonight, I was running running with my wife to Target to get a curtain because I was moving some stuff. Didn't want sunlight hitting my toys on my shelf or whatever. But went to Target and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go look at the toy section real quick. Why not? I kind of had a feeling. And normally I'm like, no, let's not even worry about it. I don't need another one right now. I'm good. And I was just kind of like, because my wife is like, come on, babe, let's just go. Come on, babe. My wife is an enabler when it comes to my toys. But I kind of initiated. I was like, fuck it, let's go see. And they had one on the peg, the brand new Princess Leia, dude.
There it is.
And this is the one that I was more excited about. We talked about Luke earlier. Me and Hyper are super disappointed in that. This is the star of the show right here, man. Star of the fucking show. Look how good that is. That's Carrie fucking Fisher right there, dude.
I can tell you right now, I don't own that figure yet. I haven't even seen it, but that's already in my top 10. Top 12. Yeah, definitely.
I think you're onto something, Hyper. And just look at the beautiful like mural art too, man. That's just so awesome.
That's so good. Like that's gonna be I do a top 12. I can tell you right now that's gonna be in the top 5.
Hell yeah, dude! I think it's a top 10er for sure. Because I don't know, man. We're getting Luminara and fucking Shock T. I don't know, man. That's gonna be some. I don't know, dude. It's gonna be a crazy year.
You know what? That might be my first pickup of the year.
That's my first pickup of the year.
My first one.
Why are we talking like Tyson this whole fucking episode, dude? The hell? I kind of started. It's my fault.
Right.
And y'all, I know it's late. I appreciate you all hanging out with us tonight. Last for the Treat Yourself pickups. I finally got a Throne Room Palpatine. I pre-ordered this on my Amazon like May of last year, and it said March 3rd. Well, it shipped earlier. I got it like a week ago, and I was getting really close to buying a 3D printed version off of eBay for like $35, $40 painted, or $45. And I was not 35 was like my limit. I was not willing to pay more than that for a 3D printed painted throne, but super happy that Hasbro has put this out in the Masters of Evil packs or like Masters of Evil sub line they're doing. So now somewhat newer collectors like myself can get a hold of this representation because this is going to go so perfect in my Return of the Jedi section, dude. I'm so excited to get a review done on it. And supposedly the paint apps on the Palpatine, supposedly the soft cloaks are the soft goods is a little bit lacking, but the 3 alternate heads have updated paint apps, so I'm super excited about that. But
that's awesome.
Thank you so much, dude. But
I don't have that.
That's all I got, man.
I have the what was it called? The Archive Collection Palpatine. That's the only Palpatine I have. I don't own the throne, but that looks awesome. Yeah.
Dude, I think it should be in stock on Amazon. It's like $45, which is, it's a reused Palpatine, but like you're getting the throne with it. Think about the archive version goes for $10 to $15 for the figure alone. So just think you're getting the chair for like $30, basically. Just kind of put it that way if that makes you feel a little bit better about it. That's kind of how I match it up,
By the way, there's been a lot of Treat Your Shelf references in the chats. Just I'm glad to see that has caught on, the Treat Your Shelf.
Yeah, that's hell yeah. I'm gonna read chat.
Howlrunner didn't treat his shelf. He treated his whole garage with that pickup. Did you just see that? Like that's a lot of pickups, man. Let's see. Indara, Dedramiro, Anakin.
They say what? Oh yeah.
Basil. Wow, man. Yeah.
Damn straight. That's a hell of a What? Yeah. Tell us what y'all had too. I'm always down for that, man. Tell us what y'all got too before we wrap up stream because we'll get ready to cut it here soon. Yeah. What did any recent pickups y'all got as well? That's a lot. That's a good haul right there, Hot Runner. Damn straight, bro. Oh, okay, Hot Runner.
Right.
The 5th one. Yeah, man. Got to get the Wampa, man. Yep, for sure. Hey, y'all are funny, clown. The 5th. Hey, man. Y'all, this was an absolutely fun episode. We had so much to talk about. It was a fucking blast. I had a really good time, man. I feel like
really good time.
Sometimes it feels like forever ago when we did our last episode, man. But then the next one we just pick up right where we left off, dude.
I know it. Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to the next one. And what's that? 2 weeks from now, right? So that's
yeah, I can try to pull up my let's go. I'm gonna pull up my calendar. Got to pull it up now. Let's see here. So me and Hyper do our show every 2 weeks. So the next show will be February 1st. That'll be
no, February
or no, am I
8th.
tripping?
February 8th, right?
No, it'd be February 1st, man, because every 2 weeks. Oh wait, no, hold on. No, you're right, the 8th. You're right, the 8th. My apologies.
Okay,
I have my phone in a weird format, my bad.
I was gonna say because I'm not gonna be here next week, so
that's next week, dude. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah, right.
No, okay. My apologies, everyone. So we'll be doing it February 8th will be our next episode. So we're really looking forward to that, man. Always a good time.
Hey, and I'm sorry. I hope I didn't bore people to death. Somehow I got on my ghost hunting tangent. Thank you for indulging me. So
I think sometimes people like to kind of go off tangent and just kind of talk sometimes, and it just it was naturally in conversation. Chat was flowing with it, man. I don't think anybody. You ain't got to apologize for that, man. I think it was just it was just vibing, just flew.
Well, hey, man. Thank you as always.
Oh yeah, dude, of course. Epic Stream as always. Had a blast. Hope to see you on. Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody. Check out Star Wars Collective. He's going to be doing a live stream this Thursday for a 250 subscriber giveaway that he just achieved. That's a milestone that we should celebrate. It's going to be at 8 o'clock on his channel, so be sure to check him out. Me and Hyper are going to be there. Great time as always. Yep. Thank you all for hanging out, man. Means a lot to us. But awesome episode, everybody. Hyper, it was good to see you again, brother. I can't wait to do it again. I'm going to talk to you tonight or tomorrow, or even right after.
Sure,
we always do sometimes me and Hyper have a pre-show where we talk for 10 minutes before we actually start the show, and then after we talk for another 5 to 30 minutes. It just depends. But it's getting late, everybody. We appreciate you all hanging out with us. It means so much to us, man. But hope you all have a good night. We'll see you next time. May the force be with you.
Good night.
Yeah.